Welcome to the second episode of Pubcast Plays Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you so much for everyone who watched the first episode. The reaction to it blew us away. Really impressed by just how many people tuned in and watched it. I think we're close to 600 views on YouTube at the moment, which is a bit humbling.
What are people doing?
No.
Have they nothing better to do?
Insult the viewership. That's great. You losers. No, thank you so much for checking it out. We really appreciate it. We had so much fun in the first session, and we're now here to record session 2. We left off. If you haven't watched the first session, go back and watch it.
Yeah. Hit pause now.
Hit pause now. Go back because. We ended the last episode on a cliffhanger. The last episode we introduced all the characters, everyone came in, gave the little spiel about who they are and what they're doing here, and kind of give you an idea of what the character is. So go back and watch that and get kind of familiar with the group, because we're going to jump right into it now. We left off on the last episode where the group had met up in the city of Threshold. They were brought together by Dacius Trevelyan, a weird kind of hoity-toity spectral type character who brought them all in and gave them a quest to undertake, a lot of them begrudgingly because they owed a debt to Dacius. And they headed off into the forest near Threshold searching for a wizard who had procured a special gem that was stolen and actually belonged to a lord who had sent his bunch of mercenaries to retrieve it. And our group were then tasked to go find the gem on behalf of Dacius and his halfling friend Kira, who had initially stolen the gem. They had made their way through the forest and met a few little creatures along the way and got attacked by a kind of a weirdly mutated sentient tree. A Loglit, I think Sloglit or something it's called. Weird looking gooey creature. They killed that one, no problem. And then they moved on and they met a bunch of acolytes of a group called the Dark Grasp. And they were inspecting their camp when they came upon a journal. And our character Norman was fascinated with this journal and became very attached to it. And then Aratir and Cody wanted to find out why. And we ended the episode in a Mexican standoff between Norman, Aratir, and Cody.
There we are.
So, let's kick it off, folks.
Okay.
So, we are standing in the clearing of the camp, the encampment, there's bedrolls, everything, where the dark acolytes were. And we have the tree all facing each other. Norman is standing there holding a book that only he seems to be able to read. And you two want to know what's going on.
Right.
What do you want to do?
We should probably work together.
I think we should. I can bring the muscle, but...
Your amazing stealth was pretty good for a half orc. Yes, if we're going to get... I don't really want to touch him because he's so slimy.
And now the journal is as well.
Oh, dude!
Soggy paper.
Okay.
He's also wearing that lovely scarf made out of that dead guy.
Yes! The acolyte, Henry, I think his name was, who is now just a floppy bunch of skin. Patchwork skin.
Yeah, well, he was. That's why I'm not just wearing some random.
He was a human balloon.
No, he was. Yeah, he was a bunch of different things put together into one guy. Which is why I want
Abomination or something.
I'm wearing that for my own use. I'll come back to that.
Oh, come back to that. He's going to come back to quite a few things. Alright, are we pulling weapons on this guy? I think we probably should.
Have you ever heard of maybe talking to him?
Yeah, but can I draw...
I think you're
And like the rest of you three are also
Yeah,
there.
like,
You're like,
Your
No, I'm
negotiation
not just
skills,
sitting
I reckon, are a lot better
resting
than
by the
mine.
fire just watching this.
you're not even bothered.
Am I going to try and charm him or am I going to point my short bow at him?
I think you
and
should
have a
try and
shot?
charm him because your charisma's a lot better.
Okay, alright. I'm going to try to appeal to Norman's human nature and human traits of a human and get him to tell me what's the jiggy with the
So
book.
what do you want to say to him?
I can just...
Yeah.
Okay. Norman, we don't know each other very well. I think it would be amazing for the group if you would tell us what this book is and why it's so interesting to you.
At no point did I have an issue with that.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't shoot you then.
You seem to have done an awful lot of deliberating for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna bury some of that as we go along. So Norman, what is this book and what is it to you?
It is nothing to me, but it details a ritual that I think is something quite important to, and I pat Henry, whoever put this together.
Oh.
Okay.
Will it help us with our mission?
Unlikely.
Oh.
Okay.
Are
Yes.
you committing to our mission over and above Henry's stories?
I wish to meet with our employer again. So yes, for the time being, I am committed to recovering the shiny object.
Alright. Cartier, you happy with that?
Yeah. I'll let you off this time.
Yeah.
Puts Batman
I
on
am
stage.
much obliged, big mortal.
Alright, how is everybody?
I could do it the rest.
Really? Bit knackered?
Just a bit.
Can we do a perception check to make sure there's nothing else around us
Yeah,
and
roll
then take a
perception check.
rest?
Yeah, roll perception check. Roll
Okay.
D20. Yeah.
D20.
Natural 15.
Yeah.
No, there's the clearing that you're in. The light, the light of the fire is the fire's still going. And it is dark in the forest, but the light is showing off that you can see. You are aware that there is, like as you previously discovered, there is a wall, just about 20 feet from the encampment. There's the beginning of a wall, and you can see it's actually broken in parts, and you see into a partial courtyard, and there's a start at the bottom of a tower. But you can make out the area. It's the sleeping area of the dark acolytes that were there the last time, and there is or the acolytes of dark grasp. There's their usual stuff that you went through, and you can there's nothing in the vicinity. You can't hear anyone in the forest. You've dispatched all of those guys. They're all dead. So yeah, there's nothing in the vicinity that you can make out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a rest.
Do you want to take?
Fair enough.
Take a rest.
You're taking a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay, you take a short rest, and there are some of you guys are using D&D Beyond that gives you the option to hit the short rest, but the rest of you then have to roll your dice for
Alright.
short rest.
Nice.
D8, isn't it?
It's
It's D8 for us.
It's a D8 for rogues, monks,
Yeah.
warlocks.
it should be on your
Bards.
character sheets for what it is.
I don't know what it is for druids. I know it's a D12 for
D12 for
Aratir.
Aratir.
But Aratir is full health, I think, anyway. So,
Alright.
so you don't need
if I
to.
can get that
11
spell
anyway,
with a
so-
short rest. That's all.
I did it without it.
Yeah.
Oh, can I?
It's mentioned
I'm
long
gonna
rest.
No, a long rest. So the long rest at the end of the day, you'll get back your spell slots. Short rest. Short rest on.
Short rest will
Short
only
spell
give
slots.
back my key
Yeah.
and his
That's it,
spell
that's all it is.
slots.
Yeah. Druids spell
For
slots.
for most other casters like bards and so on,
So-
they won't get
You
their
have to,
spell
yeah,
slots back
that's what I thought it
until.
was. So you guys have to get a long rest at the end of the day. So sleep through the night to get your spell slots back, whereas he'll get his key points back,
Yeah.
and Ryan will get a spell slot back.
How long have we been like awake and doing stuff for? That's what kind of like is it?
Well, you left Threshold. I think it was roughly around midday, and you've been in the forest now for a couple of hours at this point.
So it's getting towards past.
It's getting towards dusk. Yeah.
Would it is there any chance we can maybe
Is that
kind of
the
camp
D&D
here for the
Beyond?
night and
Nope.
go about going into the castle in the morning?
I've not
So
seen
do you
the
guys
down
hear that?
number.
Ogun is offering to wants to do a long rest. He wants to sleep over the night, take overnight, and actually camp here. Have a long rest.
Moran's pulling out a like sleeping bag. He's
Yeah.
ready. He's going to
There's
sleep
one.
over.
Ready. It seems safe enough.
So you want to do a long rest?
Just in
Yeah,
case.
like I'm not tired.
Because I don't know if you
I
guys
trans for 4 hours anyway,
Okay,
so
so-
I'll keep watch.
That's what I was about to say.
I'll keep
I'll
watch.
take the
have
first watch and then I'll stay
I
up for the
also
rest of the
maybe 2 on watch just in case.
Okay, so Aratir and Talazar want to take the first watch.
Yeah, I trans for 4 hours. I only need 4 hours to get back
Right,
to the full
okay.
rest anyway.
So the first watch. So everyone else is getting kipped, while Aratir and Talazar take the first watch.
Who's
Okay.
going
Watch
second?
buddies.
You can figure that out once the first watch is
You want to
over.
watch?
Yes.
So everyone else is sleeping. So you're doing a long rest. So you'll get back your spell slots and
Your full health.
Your full health to come back as well. Anyone
Kind
so
of
do a
better
long
for
rest.
us.
So with Aratir and Talazar, I need you to both individually roll a perception check, or one can help the other to roll a perception check, whatever you want to do.
You can just cross it.
Yeah. Do you want to roll both or?
Sure. D20.
A 22 for me.
22.
You rolled 60.
Perception. Perception. Minus 1.
15.
50. Okay.
Do you need me to touch this?
Why does that keep muting? Okay. So, you don't notice anything. No. You don't notice anything in the woods. The first watch goes without incident. Are you talking to each other at any point, or?
I'm just.
I was just going to say he's trancing. So
I do trance after the first watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to
okay.
whittle.
Whittle. You're whittling away. Prancer. Okay.
I'm making something pointy to stab things with, so yeah, or something.
That's handy.
Handy. Okay, so the first watch passes without any incident. Who's on the second watch? You two? Grand. I need coaches to roll a perception check.
You see a wood out just.
That's a 4.
Oh
15. You hear a rustling over to the left, back in the woods. You hear a rustling. And it's quite close. What do you want to do?
I think Loran just, it's the woods. He probably thinks it's a fox or something along those lines. I don't think he's too spooked, personally speaking. Like, everything's fine. I'm just playing my lute. I'm trying to teach you songs.
I am mumbling prayers in abyssal.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm then taking those prayers and making songs out of them.
So as you're playing, as you're playing, the rustle grows closer, and it's right on the edges of the
I
forest. of the
trust
camp.
Laurent's judgment of this.
You fool.
Yeah.
He's like a
that was a bit.
Yeah.
He is a child. I think he probably glances over and like stops playing for a second and maybe listens.
Why have you ceased the blessed music? Do I hear it now?
Your perception check was so low, you heard nothing. This is all around.
Okay.
Oh.
I hear nothing.
Yeah, nothing? Really? Nothing at all?
No. Only the absence of my prayer.
Okay, sorry. I keep playing.
Oh no.
As you're playing, a rat just runs directly in front of the fire from the forest, straight across, and it stops and looks up at you playing, looks at you, and just darts off towards the tower.
I don't think you liked it. That's a shame. You don't have many rats like praying with you.
I have had many rats, but only a supper.
No! I've done that in desperate times.
Desperate times. It is one of our finest delicacies.
Really?
You are very strange.
So who's that? The watch then goes without incidents.
Yeah.
Who's taking the incidents? It's Cody and Ogun taking the phone. Roll your perception checks.
Wow, was that a 7 or a 1?
7. No, I'm saving the ones from when we really need them. So 9.
9.
6.
And what was yours plus?
I got 9
9.
as well.
You hear nothing. They're just the rustling of the leaves.
Do I use them as a pillow in any way?
I think that's what
I am
he's
fluffy.
interacting in some
I
way.
am really fluffy.
He's having a
Just
conversation.
chilling, it's like-
chilling like a villain.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't tell them much, but I do kind of end up kind of snuggling. Not enough that I get tired, but enough that I'll be, you know.
Your watch passes without any incidents. I'm rolling really badly, so you're not getting like it's. I've had 4 natural ones. The night goes without incident. You wake up everyone is off refreshed the following day after your long rest. Between spell slots, key
I have a
point
new
slots.
set of stakes, which I whittled during my lunch.
Nice, I like it. So, what do you want to do now? You can kind of see now. There's a bit of light coming through the forest. There's a tiny bit of light, very heavy, and you can make out the broken wall into the courtyard, and there's a tower just on the far side of the wall.
Well, I feel more confident in going forward anyway.
Does it look abandoned or does it look like as if it's...
Roll a perception check.
That's 15.
It does look disused. There's moss growing on the side of the tower, and there's bricks missing. The wall is totally disheveled, and you can see it into the courtyard as well. There's weeds and there's like broken down carts, and it looks very old. This is the entrance to the castle that you're trying to find.
Can I scale that tower and have a look around and see if there's anything?
Well, there's a doorway, so it's like one of the round towers.
Okay,
except
so
the
it's not
doorway is on the
completely-
ground.
Yeah.
So there is. You can see as you look in through the door, there are stairs that go up into the tower. So what do you want to do?
I wanted to see that, but I suppose we have to move on. And I wanted to see Arator going up.
Up the tower.
Using
Fuck those
Arator can still choose to do that if she wishes. It's Arator's choice.
How tall is it?
It's pretty tall. You're talking about 30 feet up.
Sitting there like
And
an
it's
hour
about
later, like
it's about 15 feet to the first window in the tower.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna scale that motherfucker.
Okay, you need to roll a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah.
D20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Arator.
A 7.
Yeah.
As you go to get your stakes that you had to go ching ching, they literally ching ching, and the bricks just go and they fall and they just fall crumble in front of you, and you're like, there's now like a gap into the tower. You can see where a load of bricks have fallen out, and it's crumbling.
I'm a little bit embarrassed, guys. I
Oh,
wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm gonna blame the terror and its age.
perhaps we
Oh,
should
our
send
dear-
the hairy mortal through the new hole.
Oh, I'm writing that down. Sentence to use again.
Do you really want to find out what's up there?
Is it worth finding out?
Are you making your way
Will
towards
we
the tower? Like
all
you're still in the
yeah.
camp, so what's the marching order towards the tower? I need to
sure
know
there's a
what order you're
stairs.
going in.
I'd like
I'm
to go first.
You want to go first, so
Yeah,
base
sure.
yourself first there in the marching order. Who's following up behind?
I'm at the back.
You're at the back. Who's
I
next?
was gonna
I'm at the back,
possibly
so
You're at the back.
pull rear guard on this.
You can be at the back then.
Yeah.
But that means you're going to be down
I'll
there.
follow you.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
right downwind of you. That's a good
I'm just
point.
following wherever
I'm
there's space.
tougher than I've been.
Okay,
letting on.
so I'll put you in. So who's taking up the rear?
I will, with a view to behind.
Behind,
us,
So
maybe.
Codeine is taking Norman up the rear.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am
Lovely.
rear admiral.
Okay, so that's the marching order. So as you march into the courtyard, you see it opens out to the right, and you see large collections of crates that are just filled with rotting food, and there's rusted.
There's your
armor.
lunch, Norman.
Rusted armor.
Delicacies for
There's just like all these busted, like they've been there for a very, very long time. There's like insects buzzing around, and it's like real horrible stench, and just kind of smacks you in the face. You can see that the tower is actually a lone standing structure, but behind it and off to the right is the beginning of the entrance into the main castle that you're coming to find. There is no motor drawbridge. It's literally just a walkway that heads into kind of underneath an archway. So this is like the outer courtyard. Then there's an archway that goes into a larger courtyard, and the portcullis is up. I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
Oh!
17.
God.
23 for me.
So 19.
Okay, Moran,
15.
you very easily make out that on the portcullis at normal height, person height, there seems to be what looks like kind of a brownish stain, like dried blood. Around, not poo. Dried blood around one side,
Don't taste it.
and then there's a smear that runs down and runs leading into the under the portcullis and into the courtyard. There's nobody else around, and you cannot hear anything except for the buzzing of the flies around all the rotted food.
Okay.
And as you're looking into the courtyard, you can see that again. You can look and you can see the entrance to the castle, and it's two giant doors, but they're swung wide open.
And the trail is
the
down.
trail of blood goes directly, or the dried blood goes directly into the castle.
God, I'm not great at reading situations. But I think someone had to poop real bad. Go to the toilet real quick. And he went that on me.
Jesus Christ.
And I sniff it.
You sniff it. It didn't smell like poo.
It's not poop.
Good to know.
As long as you know.
Not this time. Not
Learn
this
this
time.
lesson. Learn your lesson. So what do you want to do, guys?
Is there's nothing really of note other than where this leads into?
In the court, like literally, it's the large courtyard. With, apart from the big box, the pile of crates with the rotten food and the rusted and rotten armor and a few broken weapons lying about the place. They look like they've been there for a long time. There's nothing else in the courtyard. There's a broken up carriage over by the tower, but it's very empty apart from that.
The trail in does it lead further into?
It goes directly into the entrance of the castle.
I think Laurana started walking the trail.
Have you had it on ahead?
I think he's following it, yeah.
I'm gonna just try and stealth forward a bit just to see if there's anything
Thanks, dude.
ahead of us.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Oh.
8.
And you are trying to be stealthy, but you slip on some of the rotted fruit. And so your stealth checks, man. Again. The last episode, I'm really stealthy if I want to be. Natural 1. Continuing the trend, Tom. So you slip on a piece of the rotten fruit. You kind of skid a bit and have to brace yourself against the wall as you're going in. So Loran, you're heading up into the castle. Is that what's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna follow Loran.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on.
Thanks, Mom.
I said there was a
gonna-
doorway
Matlock's
into the
out.
tower, right?
There is a doorway. The tower has a doorway into it.
I'm gonna go look in there.
You're going into
Yeah.
the tower. Okay. So the group is splitting up.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
we're-
stay.
I'm
I'm
ahead
gonna
with
stay at the
Loran
door
and
of the
Aratir.
tower.
You're going to stay at the tower.
You're on watch.
I'm with Aratir and Loran.
So the group is splitting up. So Aratir, Loran, and Talazar are going into the castle.
Yep.
Owen, what are you doing?
Following him.
So you're going with. Okay, so.
You travelling on his back again?
Well, I'm kind of more
They're,
kind of.
they're
you know,
going into the
trying to-
tower.
Oh.
Tower.
I'm not like a
You're-
creature.
Owen's going after him.
Yeah, you're hanging
Right. Okay. Well, we'll do the tower first, and then we get to you guys. Okay. Right. So, the tower. Are you walking straight in? As you walk in the door, there's literally you just look up and you can see that it is just it's a winding stair into the tower. It's a winding stair into the tower. What do you want to do?
So it's
here. Hope they don't crumble the way the outside did.
true. So there's. I assume the stairs are going maybe around the wall.
They are. So the
Yeah.
stairs are a winding stair that are built. They look like they're built into the wall. They're also they look as disheveled and broken down and there are a few missing blocks as you go up. As you look up, there are a few missing blocks, but it looks traversable to a degree.
15 feet from the outside to the first window.
I'm going to ask everyone as well. Just make sure you're projecting your voice when you're talking.
This is for me. And I assume, based on the fact that I'm looking at it, it's just a pretty empty ground floor.
It's a pretty empty ground floor. There's nothing here. What does he look like?
Crates of rotten shit.
No, there's nothing. There's no
Okay.
rotten fruit on it. It's literally there's moss. There's like there's moss around the walls, and you can see the hole where Arthur tried to climb, but it's like the bricks fell out. It is very disheveled, and it does look like it is kind of eventually will fall down at some point. But it is the stairs look traversable enough.
I turn back to you.
Yeah.
I do not actually know whether these stairs can hold my mortal weight. If you would do me the favour of scurrying up there instead, I believe your extra appendages give you a much better chance of surviving were you to fall.
Yeah. All right. I'll give it a go. But
Good. But like, it's not. It's
I've
not
been eating
effective.
pies
It's
lately.
As he runs his fingers through your hair, it actually your fur just stands on end.
It's
It's
matted.
matted, like kind of like with this sweaty.
I secrete hair.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, my
It's like
little
Dax
pockets
wax.
have worms and grass and loads
Oh,
of bits
Jesus.
of different,
That's
like a little bit of
That's natural oils.
silverfish and other stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
So.
silverfish.
They're tasty, they're chewy.
So Owen, what do you want to do?
Yeah, if I can, because I keep on forgetting that I'm kind of with small little things.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
will kind of using all my pro fours, kind of.
You're gonna try and traverse the steps.
Yeah. How dangerous does it look like from a?
Well, the place looks like it is falling apart, and there are a few kind of the brick stairs look like they're kind of built into the wall, but there are a few missing as you go up. But they're not. There are gaps that you think you would be able to
Okay,
So
well,
but if you're gonna give it a go, I need you to roll a dexterity check.
what's it? Just straight dex?
So roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Haha.
Not yourself.
Up there, yeah.
I've got alright dex, +1, but
That goes you.
yes.
I'm more
Seven.
I'm more dexterous than you are. I should have gone.
I was thinking of doing something. But
So you got
But
seven.
he is
So
lighter.
you make it up the first couple of steps, okay, but then you get to say the 8th or 9th step, close to where there's a landing area. You've hopped over a few holes. The brick starts to wobble and drops from underneath you, and you basically tumble and fall. Now it's not that high of a fall, so you land kind of slightly on your side, but you don't take any damage.
I think. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try that again. That was a tester.
Furious.
That was a tester. Okay. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna try and cast Spider Climb, but I want to see if it's.
Spider climb.
Yeah, it's a spell I can do. It's called Spider Climb. As far as I remember. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider Climb.
The details of it should be. Is there no details of it?
It's. I'm just seeing how long it lasts for because.
It's alphabetized.
It's
so.
a minute, I think.
Or
An hour.
An hour. Oh, that's
An hour.
right. Yeah. So I want to. Because I remember.
Is it it's a spell or a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a spell. So
So we'll make
I'm
him
gonna
do
be
all the climbing for the next hour.
Yeah, baby.
Spider Climb. Action. Up to 1 hour.
You can also
So
what's it
that'll.
into a spider.
I just didn't want to waste it on the small.
So what does it give you? What's
So
the,
it pretty much until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch gains the ability to move down, to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings, while leaving his hands free. The target also gains a climbing speed equal to its walking speed.
okay.
Pretty much.
I want Norman to learn
Spider.
that spell because that visual is.
Just him
Oh my god. Has he still got his
I want to
kids
see him
clothes
do
on?
that. I want to
His
see him
ooze
do
just
it right
dripping
away.
off of his
Yeah.
ceiling.
Henry.
So you're gonna spider climb. It's a
Perfect for this.
vertical situation, so you have to go up the wall. So Darren, you have cast spider climb, so you are going to walk up the wall.
Walk up, yeah, pretty much.
So you make your way up and you come across the stairs kind of twist around as you're walking up the side, and kind of Ryan, what Norman sees is just this little furry creature, just basically Lionel Richie walking on the ceiling type thing. But he just turns so he bump and walks up the wall and across towards where the first landing area is.
On a side note, you have a rope or something, and I can, maybe bring it up with me and tie it on something.
No.
So no,
Okay.
I am misplaced, man.
So you basically come up over the lip of the landing and you see kind of a few disheveled little rags, a few small boxes, and a woolen sack, or a kind of a rough sack that's there.
Okay, I'll go over and have a nose.
And the stairs then continue up to another landing. So you're looking through the gear that's there.
Well, just smelling it and yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Looks like I'm putting anything on.
Was it cocked?
No, it's 4.
No.
Investigation, where's that? Oh god, 4.
4.
I didn't know shit.
You go through the sack. There's like some mouldy potatoes in it and stuff like that.
Look,
You
we'll never
don't
know.
really find anything else.
That'll be good for later on.
Mouldy potato.
What I just
Put that in your inventory, I guess.
Yeah, what have you found?
Scruggle back and like, not much up here, just moldy potato and a
Bring
bunch of
me
other
one.
crap. You home? Alright, go over. Walk back. Do you want me to just bring you the bag?
A bag, you say?
Well, the sack.
Excellent.
Right.
You use the sack. The sack drops. And all these mouldy, rotten potatoes just fall at your feet.
I just pick it up off the ground and take a chunk.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
It's
no.
not going to do anything to you.
I'll go up to
Um,
the second level then.
Yeah.
Second level.
So, what are you doing here?
I'm giving guard.
So you're standing outside the door, eh?
I'm standing outside the door of the tower, facing back the way we came, knowing that the other guys are going that way, but knowing I can catch them if I need to.
Grand so. Right, we're going to cut to inside the castle. You guys are walking in through the main entrance.
Yeah.
The smear of blood continues in,
Yeah.
and there is as you walk inside the interior, your eyes adjust to the kind of darkness. You've dark vision.
Yeah.
You all three have dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
There's the right tree to go on.
Yeah.
as you adjust from coming in, like it was pretty glum outside anyway, and you're coming in, but it's still darker in the inside because there's no natural light in here.
Yeah.
You see on the right hand side as you're walking in, you see a set of stone steps that go up and around, and then they go up onto a landing up the top, and then to the left you see another archway, and then in front of you there's another archway, but the doors are closed. The archway on the left, there's no doors. The blood smear goes along the ground, right towards the doors that are closed. There's moss and dirt everywhere. There's a few broken boxes. There's a tabards. There's all these tabards hanging on the wall, but they're all ripped and torn and worn. There's nothing. You can't really make anything out. So what do you want?
I don't think Laurent is too unnerved by the place, considering the bar that he used to live in is not. This is probably nicer. So I don't think he's too weirded out. So I think he kind of points at the doors where the blood is and is like, no way.
Do you want to investigate into the left before we go
I
to
was
where
gonna
the
say,
obvious shit's
I actually want to go up
tormented?
to the landing just to see if there's anything up there.
Do you want to go up to the land and I'll go left?
Yeah.
Do you want to stay here?
I'll stay here. He just sits on the floor.
Well, the landing's not too high up, is it?
And you can see where you're going.
You can see. So you can see up the steps. Like there's a stone kind of banister area. You can see it, and there's like the landing is there, and there were stone pillars. Some of them are broken, so you can actually see
Up it.
You can see kind of the lip of the landing, but you can't see what's on the landing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go have a quick.
So you're going up on the landing.
I'm going left.
You're going left.
I sit on the floor.
You're staying right there.
But like,
No, but none of you guys ever watch horror movies ever.
Yeah.
We're walking inside.
I'm a fucking half orc.
No,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
the fuck.
Yeah.
they told me to stay here
Right, you stay where you are.
for now.
Did any of you say I'll be right back?
No,
No.
but I can hear you, so if anything happens, yell. There is no door to where I'm going, so if anything happens, yell. I'll be there right now.
Okay. I'll go with yourself first. So you're walking in through the left,
Through the archway.
through the archway. As you go into the room, I need you to roll a perception check.
Well,
12. As you walk into the archway, you notice that you can see right to the back of the room, and there is a bunch of crates again, but they're all broken and torn. Like somebody's gone through them, they've been looted.
yeah.
And you can see like there's cloth everywhere and stuff like that. There's also some more rotten food around the place as well. You do also see newer discarded clothes, just one set of discarded robes, about 5 feet off to the right. But they're like it's like somebody stripped off. They just left their clothes here. There's a pair of boots, and there's like a robe and a
I
hat.
go through them to see if there's
You're going into the room, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was going in anyway. Yeah, no, I'm going in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go through those clothes to see if there's anything.
Okay. As you're walking in through the archway, you hear a click.
Oh shit,
What's
son.
the trap?
And,
son.
and all of a sudden, from above, a large glaive swings down. I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Oh my god. You know, she's been pretty good so
The
far.
right one?
Yeah.
18 plus 2.
Yeah. You, just as it's coming down, you dive out of the way into the room, and the glaive just zips past the back of your head as you're diving through.
Am I stuck in the room now because it's...
Oh, it just boom.
Can I see this happen from where I am?
Yeah, you see
I
it.
go, woo!
The glaive swings down and misses you completely, but you manage to dive into the room and you tumble, and as you come up and turn, you can look up and see that it's a very makeshift trap.
Right.
It's like somebody has put that there. It's an afterthought. It's like it's strung together with twine and twigs, but it's a large glaive with a wicked looking.
So it
glaive.
wasn't built into the castle's defences. Somebody has added this
somebody's added it.
relatively recently as
Yeah,
well.
it looks pretty recent. There is.
MacGyver glaive.
You do notice like there is some dried blood on the glaive.
Right. Okay, so that has been used pretty recently. I wonder, was it the person who left those clothes?
Do you want to go further in?
Yeah.
You're gonna look at the clothes?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check on the clothes.
Two.
Oh no.
Do you just pick up the clothes? They look like regular clothes. There's nothing special about them. Like
They're not even pretty.
They're not. They're just regular kind of like travelers' robes and stuff like that, and boots and stuff. There's nothing special about them.
Now that she's out of sight, because she told me to stay where I was, I'm making a beeline for the blood door.
You're going for the blood door. Okay, I'm going to cover you in a second. I'm
That's
going to
fine. I just wanted you to know I was
That's
making
what
that
you're doing.
move.
You're going for the blood door. Well, you know Talazar who's hitting up the stair of the landing.
I'm just going.
You're making it up the stairs.
Going very slowly.
What?
Going very slowly.
You're going very slowly.
Very
Are you going stealthily?
Yeah.
Are you
Close.
sure?
Are you sure? Yeah!
23.
Oh!
Tom, we believe in you.
You can do
We
it!
always believed in you.
Like, just
Go on and tell us,
like it's stealthily, you just glide up the stairs. Like, you know, just up you go.
Like a viper.
Top of the landing.
Like you're on Heelys.
What?
Like he's on Heelys.
Like he's on wheels. Up you go. You come over the top of the landing, and you see that there actually is a very worn old carpet on the ground, and it covers from the top of the stairs across the landing, and then over in the far corner there is a large pile of clothes that look quite recent. It's not like the other stuff you've seen where it's all rotten and worn. This also looks quite recent.
People just like coming in here and getting naked.
Probably, yeah.
Seems like
Uh,
clothes everywhere.
Is there any kind of obvious switches or anything?
You're searching for traps?
Yeah.
Investigation check.
Nope.
Everything's fine.
You kind of rub around the walls to see, check the floors. If you don't find any traps or nothing there.
With the pole, could I be able, with my staff, could I be able to reach out and lift the clothes from where they
Yeah, give it a go.
Reach out, lift, put
Lift
them
up.
towards you.
So you lift up the clothes, and as you lift it up, there's a slight rustle in the bottom of the thing,
It's that fucking rat.
and a rat darts out,
I'm
and
gonna get that rat.
just comes
Oh,
down.
man.
You see it just disappear off the side of the landing area.
There's a lot of rats for someone who hates rats
Yeah,
as much
I
as you.
Yeah.
This is going to be a thing for us to kill the rats.
Oh,
for him,
therapeutic for wait.
for,
Yeah.
for very cathartic
Tim Burton puts
things
hands
to
in
for
everything.
Yeah.
So the rat zips across and down off the landing, and you just see it disappear, and then the rustling is stopped. So you have the clothes.
I just want
to
to tip them back towards me to just look at them over and see.
Roll an investigation check on the clothes. You need to throw that dice out. Let's they're my dice. Don't throw those dice out. Do you want a different D20? Do you have a spare D20?
I haven't.
Okay. Right. So you don't find anything spectacular with the clothes. You do notice that they're just travelers. They seem to be travelers' robes. That these
No
ones,
symbols or markings on them.
you don't see anything special that kind of takes them away from anything else. They're just they're worn. They're well enough worn, but they're not special. You know.
Yeah.
So
Cool. I'm just gonna. You said there's a lift that leads down to the.
no, that's just the rat disappeared off the landing. It just went crazy and then down. And like rats can crawl, they can get everywhere. It's horrible. But that was just one living in the clothes. So
I'm just gonna go over and push the clothes over the land and back down to the bottom floor for the rat to look at.
Oh, I'm gone.
so you're hooshing all the clothes.
Just hooshing all the clothes.
All the clothes.
Yeah.
As you're hooshing them over, you hear a thump,
Yeah.
Oh.
and you look back, and there is a small medallion there, and on the medallion, do you want to? It's there on the ground. You can see it's a dark
pick it up,
dull
pick it
metal. Pick it up. It's the medallion has like what looks like a viper head. Like it's the head of a viper kind of embossed on it, and it's like fangs over that. That's the medallion. It looks like it has a loop. It has a hole in the top for to thread something through.
Yeah,
a piece of strap leather. But that's the medallion fine. It's pretty well worn.
Anything on the other side or anything?
As you flip it over, it has a set of numbers, and then it has the name Mezrich.
Mezrich, okay, so this is obviously like a soldier's medal or something, it seems, maybe. I'll just pocket that. And is there any kind of viper iconography anywhere up and down?
In the castle.
In the line? Was there any viper
Roll an
iconography?
investigation check, see what you see.
Taking that one as well.
2.
No,
You don't see any vipers around, so there's no snake stuff around. This isn't the Slytherin common room. There's no snakes in it.
Is there any other doors or anything along the way?
There is one door at the end of the corridor, but it's blocked. It's got like bars across, like wood across it. It looks like it's blocked.
No, so it doesn't look like I can go any further than where I am.
No.
I'll just go back down.
You're going back down the stairs? Okay.
Yeah, I'm making
So,
my way back to her.
You're making your way back out. As you're coming down the stairs and as you're making your way back, you notice that Lorana is nowhere to be seen.
Oh,
Shit. Are the doors now ahead of us open?
The door ahead of you where the stain is gone is closed.
Oh.
Is are any of her possessions left behind or anything?
Hey,
Around the way.
Sorry.
No, there's nothing. It's just like Lorana's gone.
Moran's vanished. Oh, we shouldn't have left her alone. Him alone.
We'll go. Do you want to go get the rest of the party and then try and find her? Or will we just keep going?
Yeah, but I don't want to leave you alone now in case something happens to you. But I also don't want to leave in case she shows up in a second. Balls.
We'll go ahead. Or you just want to go up to the door, just poke it with the.
Which door?
The
door
door
at
stain
the
is-
door at the front?
And just poke it, try and poke it open with the staff. No traps or anything got set off from it. No.
Not that you're aware of.
Just
The
equipping
creaky,
my
the
battle
creaky
wear
trap
much.
went off.
You're ready your battle axe. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't have anything that could be a demon.
I'm heading back as well.
Wait, I'm going to get to you guys in a second.
Is there anything anything around the frame of the door?
It's just a door.
It's just a frame.
It's two wooden doors. The doors open. They're double doors. And they open. The one you push is slightly ajar.
Any smells coming from
Nothing
there?
just yet.
Any noises yet?
No noises. Nothing. You can't hear anything on the far side.
And there's no indication that Moran has gone in there.
Well, the door was closed, but like the door is it's open. you
I
can hear
hardly
it,
think he'd go in and close the door behind him because he's not
say
that
that.
confident. I'm gonna jump out and play peekaboo now. He might get
What else is around that area? Did you say there was anything else around where that door was?
No, it's just a door. There's a couple of broken crates in the room and stuff.
Okay.
But it's nothing. Like, it's just and then there's the room that Aratir went into and then it's come out of to meet you. It's just a doorway with double doors in it. You've pushed out one door.
I'm just gonna.
We should check and see if there's any traps or
Yeah.
anything. Given my experience
You wanna
with
check
the
for
last
traps?
room.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to help him? You can give him. You can roll with advantage if you want to help him check for traps.
Yeah, sure.
So he's just going to roll 2 dice. If you're helping him, or 2, he's going to.
Oh wow.
Oh dear.
What's the highest?
Jesus.
7
7.
total.
Modifier, yeah.
You push the door open, and I'm going to cut back to these guys. What are you guys doing?
I'm still waiting on him.
We're on the first level. You said there's a second.
There is a second level.
Well, I'll slowly walk up to the second, trying to be as stealthful as I can, and see what's there.
You look up again. You can see that you can see him just unnaturally walking along the walls, just going up, and he gets up to the top landing, and there is a chest. A large chest.
There's a chest up here.
I like take a glance at the door where you're watching.
Yeah.
Well, you're facing the other way.
You're facing the other way.
And then I look back at you and I speak to you, but telepathically. So,
Oh man, he's trying some shenanigans here.
yeah, but you don't know that.
You don't know this.
So, you just said you saw a chest.
Yeah.
Have you the wherewithal to open it?
Well, it could be open. I haven't checked.
Please try.
All right, just have a quick look, just to see if it's just a chest.
Just a chest
Right.
sitting on the landing area. It's a small landing area. The chest is taking up most of
I'm
it.
going to walk to the side, that way to the side of the chest.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give the chest a little kick because I don't like chests because they could be fucking minutes.
You're kicking the chest.
Just give it a little tap.
Just a tap.
Yeah.
Chest.
All right, cool. So, try and open.
He says that to us like there's not going to be some terrible thing later. It's like, just a door. Just a chest.
For now.
Such is the power of a DM.
They
Yeah.
can be mimics in disguise.
You try to move on the chest and it's locked.
It's fucking locked.
I want that to be our first T-shirt.
Fucking love.
Not in a drunken kind of way.
Tackles and all.
So obviously the stairs up are crumbling even more.
Well, the one stair that he stepped on because of a shitty
Yeah,
dexterity
just
roll
one step.
just dropped. But yeah.
Do we know anyone good with locks and has a rope?
I opened the door. Excuse me, live elf.
Yes.
I wish to put your Larsena skills to use.
Okay. What's the situation?
Upon the second floor of this tower lurks a box.
Okay.
I would like you to open that box in
All
return for a reasonable share of whatever is inside the box.
Look, if I'm gonna risk my neck going up there,
Are you?
Do you have a rope?
it's going to be. We don't know what it is.
No.
Presuming I open it. I'm going to judge what should happen to it based on that.
Okay.
Without me, you're not going to get up there. He can't open it, and these idiots actually seem to be on the right path. So I would like to consult with the rest of.
My curiosity burns far more than my materialistic desires.
Well, now here we have a situation we can work with.
In
So-
that case, I would very much like.
All right, let's see what's up. Okay.
Excellent. Go on.
Okay, so yeah, Potato Watch wasn't very exciting.
So are you gonna try and make your way up the steps?
I'm gonna try and Dexy and then Picky Locky.
Grand.
Warpwood used to be a
So
cantrip, didn't it, back in the day? I don't have it. That's annoying.
Everybody, I need all your juju. Oh. It is 11.
It's not terrible.
You nimbly up onto the first landing.
Right, I'm gonna go up again to where the chest
Under
is.
Dexterity.
You could give me a rope.
He's a taskmaster. That was cocked. That's a 9. It's a 9
9
plus
plus
3 is 12.
You're like literally like hopping across stones in the water just up onto the second landing.
Very
and you
good.
see Ogun and the chest is there in front of you.
Very good.
It's pretty tight fit because the chest is taking up most of the area.
Yeah. I'm going to I'm gonna keep myself small and try not to kick Ogun over too much. But I'm gonna use my I presume Thieves' Tools is lockpicking.
Yep.
So I am going to try that on the chest.
Yep.
What do you want me to do?
I'll back
Roll.
away, just give
Yeah.
her a way
So
Do
you
you
just-
say
you can
back
act-
away, not today, disco
The lady.
I was gonna say if the floor space
Actually, if
is
you're looking,
long,
I'm
you can climb
moonwalking.
up the wall.
Well, no,
you
this
could
is
just
sorry.
go
This is
up.
the top floor.
Yeah.
This is the top floor. There's
But
nothing
he could
else
just
here.
go up
Yeah.
sideways,
Yeah.
like a little.
Yeah.
Right. So
Climb up there.
for Thieves' Tools to use them, what way?
You add your dexterity
Yeah.
and a +2 for your proficiency bonus.
Okay, very good.
Do you have expertise in it?
I do.
Then
in
add
that case,
+4
yeah,
for.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so,
So
we got
4 plus
a
your
6
roll plus
plus
your dex.
4 plus my dex, which is 13.
13. It opens.
What's in the box?
What's in the bag?
Well, firstly, what's in the box is a set of darts shoot out.
No!
Check for traps.
It sure was a chest.
And
Just chest.
it shoots out whoosh, in a wide open spray. Where are
Okay,
you?
Can I get out
I
of the
went
way? You went
you're
over there.
up.
That's why I said I back away, because I was kind of like,
I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Yeah, no problem.
Whoa.
Whoa, 17.
there you go.
You take
Disco lady
Sure glad I
damage.
didn't go there.
you take 4
Sure,
points
I've
of
gone to the
poisoning
safe
damage.
murderer.
Poisoning damage.
Or poison damage. 4 points of poison damage.
Right.
The darts hit you in your chest as you pull away. You manage to you halved it basically. So they hit you in your armor, and you feel like the poison just hit your bloodstream and then just slightly dissipates. So it's like
Oh.
So you take 4 points of poison damage.
Okay.
But the chest is open.
Okay. What do I see?
More darts.
Am I on the okay?
You open it up, and inside the chest there is another small box. And
With
then
smaller darts.
another small box, and then a collection of 3 bags.
Bags for trees or 3 bags?
So just
Four
some like
succulents.
Okay. Okay, right, I am going to... Okay, I am going to take the... I'll be able to carry the small box and the bags down, or no?
Yeah, the box is small enough.
Oh, okay, let's get them down. I'll open them in the open air. Where there isn't
It's kind of like, sorry, the box is like it's oblong shape. It's like lengthways. It's about yay big.
Grant, I'm
And
gonna.
it's a long box.
I'm gonna pocket it.
Okay, I was gonna offer, because getting down this is, I don't need really to be dexy or anything, but you might need to kind of hold on to get the back.
Yeah, you can do it with your hands free. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll give it back to you once we're
Yeah,
That's
but
that's an
you're in
amazing
cahoots
image
with
of
that,
like
lads.
a Wolverine
I'm
just
also in cahoots with
walking
you.
down the side of a tower.
When you're
cahoots with
carrying the...
I want a Batman 66 dead yes, I know.
The whole time she's saying that, I'm in your head like, what is she saying? What's she saying?
A lot of cahoots.
So the side of him, like the box, when he's carrying the box, it looks ridiculous because it's to you it's like that big, but to him it's like.
And he's sticking himself to the
And
wall.
he's walking along, but no, it's not that huge. You're carrying like this.
Like a guitar.
Yeah. As you bring it down, there's still the small bags that are inside.
Okay, I am going to ask him for the box. I'm going to put it in my possession. No offense. I'm going to suggest we go and find the rest of these knuckleheads.
What about the bags?
Oh, I have them.
Yeah, so you're taking the 3 bags.
bags.
Yeah, but I'm going to go somewhere more open.
We're in a tower. We're protected.
I mean, they could be bombs.
They could be bombs, they could be more
They could
poison.
be spells. They could be more poison. But yeah. All right. Okay, Manfred? What do you think I should do with these?
I think we step out into the open,
Yeah.
as you so kindly suggested,
No.
and open all of them.
Open in the
All
open,
he
I
has
like
to
it.
do is say a regular thing, and I'm already.
Okay, so are you stepping outside of the tower?
I'm stepping outside of the tower. I'm back outside to where I was, and I'm concerned that the others might have gone quite a distance. I'm not opening them yet. You think, Manfred?
Well, if
Take
they're
2
all-
more minutes on it.
Possibly they are already deceased, in which case they won't be needing the contents of the box.
Cheers, dude.
Okay, well.
And if that is the case,
There could be
We can
clues
do
as to
nothing.
why,
yes,
clues
clues.
while we're here.
Clues to the locations of the living ones.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I want you especially, Manfred. No offense, to just maintain your distance, and I'm
Full
gonna
offense
open We're gonna open one bag each, and then I'm gonna open the box. What's in the box?
You're gonna open the box.
I'm gonna open the box, and we're gonna open one bag each.
You open the box, and inlaid inside what looks like a velvet kind of content is a long stick of type of thing. On the end is like a blue flourish, and it comes to a point. It's gold, and it's about yay long. It's got engravings all along it, and it's got like kind of a blue piece of jewel that shoots out at the end, kind of at an angle. It's about that long, and it's long, thin. It's a wand basically.
Yeah. Do I? Can I
fancy
find
stick.
out if I know what that is? Does Manfred know what it is? Manfred, do you
do
know
you have
what
like
this
detect
is?
magic or anything like that, or
I don't
identify
identify
object?
I have Arcana. and I
So I
have.
have +2 to it.
I don't have any spells to do. I just have skills.
Skills. So roll a hit. Roll a.
1 + 3.
If you got Arcana, roll a history check.
I have Arcana and religion and whatever.
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
Just a flat investigation.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. You recognise this as the wand of magic missiles.
Ooh, shit, son.
Okay. I just kind of fire off like an eldritch blast up into the air. Just up into the air.
You fire an eldritch blast into the air.
Yeah. Yeah. It does that. And then I kind of look at it and I'm like, one of you two can have it. I don't want it.
Okay, because you can do. Okay, we're gonna put it away, and we're gonna open the bags.
I'd suggest putting it away carefully. It is actually extremely useful.
Okay.
Perhaps give it to the creature.
Why the creature is closer to the ground?
He's like, correction. I do it again. It's like that, but it never misses.
Give to the creature.
You now have in your possession. You now have in your possession the wand of magic missiles.
And I grotesquely stroke the small Wolverine again.
The thing is, if he can, he has magic, and I don't.
Not like that.
Not like that. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, my spells at the moment are pretty limited.
Okay. All right. Don't judge yourself.
Okay, so you're opening the bags. You guys are opening up the bags, and in bag number 1 you find 3 bloodstones. In bag number 2 you find 2 coral, and in bag number 3 you find 50 gold.
Woohoo! Ooh, 50 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
That's for us at the minute, yeah.
The first money I ever have.
Very good.
So do they all individually keep what is in their respective
That's
bags?
down to them what they decide to do.
No, I
No,
wanted,
we'll share it
I
at the
wanted
end,
to
obviously.
share it out once we find the all.
If I don't eat it.
You're actually going to share it with us as well?
I was going to keep it as
Party funds.
group swag. Keep everyone
Like petty cash.
honest. Yeah.
Petty cash, yeah.
For the mission, if it could be like walking around money.
And it's a personal choice, depends on your character.
I'm suggesting that to them.
Yeah.
What do you think, Manfred?
I think so. I look at what you had in yours.
And give me that away again.
You found 3 bloodstones.
2 coral
2 coral in
I have 2
Ryan's.
coral.
and 50 gold.
50 gold
So-
in Owen's.
Is coral a name
I
of
trust
money
Owen.
agent or
No,
It's a
coral?
gem.
Oh, okay, coral gems, cool.
So yeah, I kind of look at yours and look at mine and I'm like, these are useless to us now, so we'll keep these.
Useless to us now.
Useless to us now.
Now, so we'll keep these. Yes.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
Pool it, pack it, go
I
find the
suppose
others.
we should go find the corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
You don't give those guys much credit, huh? Oh, Manfred and he's looking at someone for just a second too long. Right. Let's get moving,
Okay.
troops.
So you guys make your way in through the entrance of the castle. Just as you're doing that, you see Talazar and Aratir pushing open the door, and they're looking inside.
Okay.
They haven't gotten very far.
They haven't gotten very far, but they're
They've got-
missing someone.
They
We're
are.
missing Loran.
Yeah.
They're missing
So
the
you all catch up.
Yeah.
Do you want to fill them in?
We found stuff in the tower.
Oh, we're filling them in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so presume.
Anything useful?
Yeah, money
Usual exchange of senses.
Yeah.
a wand that shoots stuff. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't point it. Bit of gold and a bit of other things.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll, if we survive this, we'll split it.
Where's the
between us all.
tiefling?
Where is the loud one?
Oh,
We were just trying to figure
The
that
loud
out. We went off to investigate up
I
there and
investigated
in there.
upstairs.
I went into the left, nearly got sliced in half.
So he has passed through this viscera smeared door.
That's what we're assuming. He wasn't here when we both reconvened, so we're just making our way through. Do you want to join us?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm-
Let's do that.
I'm gonna get a different perspective on things, and I'm gonna go walk and we'll start walking.
yeah.
You're gonna
use
stay on the roof.
Yeah. Well, then.
As you're going through, you're on the ceiling. Yeah, you're on the ceiling and everyone else is on the ground.
Just my own people,
launching it.
you know, like
It's an hour, isn't it?
it's an hour, so we've
Yeah,
got
you've
plenty
got
of time.
plenty of
But just to give you, I am kind of like, you know,
He's
to
doing
keep
full
a track of it.
Blamont.
But I'm gonna, you know, make the most of this bizarre situation.
Okay.
Okay, right. So, is everyone going in through the door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll again lead ahead.
Yeah, can I say?
Marching order.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Okay, so which one is me again?
You're not there.
That's what I'm saying.
She's
I'm
not
like over here.
I'm gonna come up your rear, Talazar.
I'm pretty much above wherever Manfred is.
You're above Manfred at
Yeah,
all times.
I'm at the back.
Above,
Okay, well,
he's my
You're just
We'll leave you
drooling.
shadowing him in there.
Yeah.
You're just drooling onto my.
well, oh yeah.
I'll order a ceiling from Dwarven Forge for future games.
Yeah.
So, that's the marching order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your way in through the double doors.
Yeah.
And you see that the smear on the ground continues off and goes into the right, where there is 2 archways that they both need to lead into the same area. The smear goes off into the right archway. There's no sign of Loran, but you do hear, just in the distance,
Please be beauty.
it sounds like something crying, like a young person
Oh,
crying.
Okay.
Someone has upset the bard.
Is
Is that
Is
definitely
the
yeah,
cry coming
we don't know,
from
it's,
the...
Roll a perception check. Anyone that wants to figure out where this is going,
Can I roll a
17.
perception check on the age of the blood, how dry it is?
yeah, roll an investigation check on it.
Investigation check for that. I think I'm good on that, so I just jinxed it. 19.
The
How
blood
old
is
the blood?
dried, but it's been, you kind of guess it's been there for about maybe a day.
Okay. I'm going to tell the others that.
Oh, you rolled a
guys,
17 on that.
You're on 17.
Nice.
The sound of the crying seems to be coming off from the right hand side of the area, and you can see out into the area, and it seems to be brighter, like the sunlight getting in from somewhere seems to be brighter, but you can hear that the crying is coming from that general direction.
Aratir, given that you were nearly sliced in half by a concealed glaive, do we think this is also a trap?
I think we should definitely check for it.
I think that'd be a good idea looking for. Actually, I can't see anything from up here anyway. No traps.
I think we should follow the path with the blood, not without.
Okay.
My experience being, that is the side that has had the trap sprung.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That could have
Big
been.
Talazar.
That could have been a body being dragged through.
Well then in that case we should go and find whoever has been so distraught by the discovery of this flesh heap.
Oh my god. I can't even keep a straight face.
Fleshly Discovery was the name of my band.
Actually, it's a good name for a band. I think let the human lead the way.
Yeah, the human. Regular human.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna head through the side with the blood.
Okay.
I'll
Um,
keep my distance.
So are you going ahead?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna check the traps.
You're not even going to check the trap.
Jesus.
Are you
God.
shadowing him, Odin?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not above.
I'm resolutely convinced of my own superiority in these regards.
So you're
Wow.
are you walking through the archway?
yeah.
Okay, you walk through the archway, and you can see that there
I'm
is.
watching to see what happens to him.
You can see that there is. This is what you see. You see there's a hole in the side of the building, and sunlight is coming in through it, and it is illuminating part of it. But off in the shadow, you see a form, somebody, hunkered down, head in hands, and that's where the crying is from. So you can't really make out who it is or what it is, but there's something over there in the corner, in the shadow, out of the sunlight, crying.
I'll wander over.
You wander over.
Yeah. These guys can do whatever I want.
I know.
As you wander over, it slowly looks up, and it's a young boy, and he's got dirt smeared face, bit of blood. He's wearing like just regular travelling robes. There's nothing special about him. He's just an unassuming, looks like an orphan kid. Not too dishevelled, bit of dirt here and there, worn boots. He looks you up, his big puffy eyes, streaming tears. He's like, don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
I crouch down in front of him.
He kind of recoils
Lassie.
slightly.
Sort of flash what I would consider to be a comforting smile, but given that Norman has mostly filed to a point teeth and some of them are missing, kind of flash one of those. Just reach out and very forcibly grip the child's shoulder, and kind of look and say, "Now tell me, to whom do you belong?"
I need you to roll a perception check.
It's like that scene in School of Rock with Percival.
Do you want a hug?
That's a 12.
12. As you reach out, your hand hits him, but it kind of, when you're reaching out, it kind of like you feel that it goes slightly downwards on, and it's like there's like a layer that you're not hitting. Like there's an outer layer that seems to be some kind of a shimmering feel to it, and then you get clocked.
Okay.
And you're looking at him, and he's still kind of like, he's like, and he doesn't really respond at first because he's taken aback by your kind of like teeth and everything. So, but it's as you reach out and your hand touches him, it kind of, you feel like it sinks through slightly, and then it hits cloth.
Is it loose cloth?
The cloth that you feel, it just feels like it's closed.
And I know it's not the clothes that he's wearing,
Yes.
but it's loose.
It's there. It's on his body.
Yeah.
It feels
As
like
in,
he's
like,
wearing
when I
it.
say it's loose, I mean it's not like tightly stretched. Like
No.
I could grab a handful of it.
Well, you could try. It's
Yeah.
certainly try and give it a go and grab it, but it's like it's cloth.
Yeah,
It's just,
okay.
the clothes. You can feel that it's closed.
Can I ask Manfred or Talazar about something that I've suspected?
Are you interrupting him while he's doing this?
I haven't gone after him yet.
Yeah, so where you guys are still back in the other. You're kind
Right.
of, so he's gone on ahead. He's by himself
Okay.
with his car. You guys are coming up behind him. Have you
I
entered
can
in?
see what he's doing. Yeah, I've
So
gone
you
in.
guys have come around the corner. You can see all you see is Manfred is kind of hunkered over something in a far corner. You see the sunlight coming in, and he's in the shadow. You can't really make out what he's standing over, but he's kneeling down in front of something. You can't see what it is.
Okay.
Can I step in and go have a look?
You're above, yeah. I'm coming in through the ceiling. There's still part of the ceiling, so you're on the ceiling.
Yeah, watch his
I
back.
need you to roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
All right. 16. No, does it? And as you're kind of boop, 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 one of the bricks kind of like falls from the ceiling, and you kind of skip to one side. You manage to skip it. As the brick falls and shatters, the person that he has his hand into it recoils slightly from the noise. And,
Sorry, that was me.
and you feel you feel a slight disconnection
Yeah.
with what you're looking at and what you're feeling at the same time as he moves.
I want to. So obviously, I've put my hand down on his shoulder and sort of had that feeling. I want to trace the outline of what I'm actually feeling with my hand, just to see what that looks like while I'm moving it across.
You just feel like it's like the top of a robe.
Yeah.
Like it's the top of a robe and comes over a shoulder. And,
Okay.
and it comes up and then you feel the kid isn't wearing a hood or anything like that, but as you come up over the shoulder, you feel like a fold here,
Okay.
as if there is a hood.
Let's try this again. And I prepped Eldritch Blast around my finger and pointed at the kid's head. Down an inch.
Down an inch.
Yeah.
As you do that, there is a kind of a wave that just goes, and you are kind of knocked back slightly. So your hand goes off. You don't necessarily release the spell,
Yeah.
but your hand you're pushed back, and an illusion just drops. And standing before you is a man, fully robed in wizard's robes. He has long hair pulled back in a ponytail, and he has a trimmed beard that comes down in a spike. His hair is streaked with grey. His eyes are large, and they've got purple irises. And his mustache is kind of curled, and it's separate from his beard. It sits off by itself. He's thin and gaunt. His robes are fine, but they've seen wear and they've seen damage. And he is just standing there, and his hand is outreached, and he matches your Eldritch Blast.
I put my hand down. Now we may speak as equals.
He looks around and darts and looks at everyone.
Ignore the rest of them. There, I said we may speak as
He
equals.
keeps his hand raised, and he's like,
Reasonable.
"Who are you people?"
A rather motley collection of individuals. I must be honest with you, I don't actually know their names.
Burn.
But you are not who we are looking for. You are significantly too tall. You have nothing to fear from us as a result. May I ask who you are?
"My name is Mezrich.
That means nothing to me, so again, we are fine here.
Is that the same name? Did you say Mezrich? Is that the same name as the medallion? I just hold up the medallion.
His eyes dart over. He kind of squints at you slightly. He looks back at you, and he unleashes Eldritch Blast. Everyone roll initiative.
Shit.
Not me,
This is
I
not-
assume?
No, you're not there.
Oh, God.
What are we rolling?
D20 plus
D20 and add your
Initiative.
plus 6 to
Initiative.
initiative.
Okay, I got 21.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I'm going to take everyone's notes now. So I'm going to roll for Mezrich. So 25 to 20?
Oh yeah.
25 to 20?
Yeah.
21 for coding. 20 to 15? Ooh, 15 to 10?
11.
11.
14.
14.
15. And Talazar?
That was 11.
11.
That was it.
11. And Mezrich got 8. What was I thinking? 10 to 5? Or 10 to 1 or whatever? 5. 3.
Always come last.
5. And Hogan 3. Okay. Right, so you unleash his Eldritch Blast. I need you to roll dexterity to see if you avoid it.
Nope.
Okay. You take. What was the blast again?
1d8. No, 1d10.
Jesus. It's a 2d10 or 15.
Now you take 8 points of damage.
Alright.
Eldritch Blast hits you across the chest and knocks you back even further. And now it's into Codeine.
Okay, I want to disable him. I want to make it so that he can't cast any more spells, but could still toast things.
The dead don't cast spells.
That is true. Do we really want to kill a guy who's got a medallion named after him?
Well, I have smoking
Can you
hole
do
where
some
my
deal
chest
damage
used to
with
be,
weapons
so
then?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Some deal damage with weapons.
Yeah, you can attack him non-lethally.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, if you're in telling me with intent that you're not trying to kill him, but you're trying to subdue him, that's
Yes.
fine. Yeah,
I'm
okay, so
telling
do
you
what
that.
you gotta do. I mean,
So-
you have to knock him down with hit points. So
I do. I have fancy footwork. I have cunning action. I have a sneak attack. I have all sorts of things that can help me do something. How would I put that together?
So if you attack him, if you're attacking him one-on-one,
Yeah.
or even because he's beside you,
Yeah.
you can attack him, but your sneak attack damage will apply.
Right.
Your fancy footwork only allows you to
Get away.
get in and out without having to provoke an opportunity
Right.
of attack against
you also have to see it. Remember, so just for so where he is in the room.
Yeah. So yeah.
Apologies, we should have done this.
Let's go.
This is him here.
Yeah. So we'll not Saran, but we'll use
Okay.
Saran for the time being. So we have
Poor Manfred.
Manfred
Be
here,
avenging Manfred, shouldn't I?
and as you came in through the room, then you had Codeine, which is here,
Yeah.
Aaron's here, and then did you follow? You followed.
Yeah,
you were here.
So I'm
Okay.
above. But yeah.
So you have ranged attack on him if you wish.
Yeah.
Actually, give us that figure.
There he is.
Nice.
You've ranged attack on him here. If you wish, like, I mean, you have to take
Targets
him.
me.
You have to take some hits off him. Like, don't worry about disabling him straight away. If you wish, if that's your intent, that's fine. We'll take that into account. But you have to do that in your actions.
I've got my team, so it's not all me. So does anyone have like rope or sleeping potions or?
I have rope, but I'm not here.
You're not here.
I have rope.
I have rope also. Okay. I'd like to tie this turkey up, but you can still do spells while being tied up.
You can try and overpower him, but it's going to be a disadvantage. You're going to have to make your way over to him as well.
You need
Yeah.
to grapple him first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I should knock him in.
I'm going to. Oh yeah, I should let Arthur knock him out. Well, I'm going to grapple with him first.
Okay, so you make your way over to him.
Okay.
You're going to try and grapple him, so I need you to roll a strength check.
Okay. Strength. This is not yet.
Give me strength.
14.
14. You. Let's see. Yeah, he fails against you.
Right.
So you grapple him, and he's grappled. You're holding him in place, and he's squirming. And obviously, he can't kind of get at you with a cast as well.
So I'm going to say to him, do you see that orc over there? Do you see it? Are you going to help us, or are we going to end you?
I'm gonna give him
Call
a
it a
little Queen's
motherfucker. Do
Wave.
you
Queen's
squeak it?
Wave from Arthur.
He completely ignores you.
Takes out my battle axe.
He completely ignores you and reaches out his hand because you're grappling. You're right next to him, and he is going
I'm sorry, man, for finishing.
to cast. Cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
So
No. What's your DC? What's your AC? It's 14, is it? AC is 14?
Yeah, armor class is 14.
Yeah, he reaches out and he tries to do up the spell, but you haven't grappled hard enough that he just dissipates off to your side and he doesn't do anything.
Oh, yay.
So he's currently grappled by Codeine.
Alright.
But
Who's
the
up?
problem being is that now, as a target, it's going to be harder to hit him. So anyone that's trying to hit him with a ranged attack is rolling with disadvantage. Because you're going to hit Codeine otherwise.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's the javelin then.
So, now we are into Norman.
Norman.
Storm and Norman.
Get him. He's got a hole in his chest.
So we're into Norman. Norman is going to attack Mezrich.
I
Or
trust
do
you
whatever
not
he wants to do
hurt
with
me.
Mezrich.
Do it!
But you have to, if there are any ranged attacks on Mezrich at this point, you have to roll with disadvantage because you're attacking while Codeine hasn't grappled.
Yeah,
Far away from them, am I?
What? You're right next to him.
I'm right next to
You're
him.
about 10 feet from him.
Oh, cool.
Crazy look in his eye.
I stroll on up to him.
Always has that crazy look in his eyes.
Yeah, that's just how he looks. I'm wild. He's grappled in this. Obviously, I have tasted his magical power.
You have, yeah.
Now I'm going to give him a taste. I'm not going to range down to blast him. I'm going to put my hand on his face and do it.
Okay, well then you don't roll with disadvantage because it's literally boom up on his face, up in his grill.
How can you miss that?
That is 13.
13. His armor class is 12, so that hits. Roll for damage.
That is my proper dice. 8.
8 points of damage. You put your hand against his face and you just see this. You see it, a flash of just, and it's like a blinding purple light. And Mezrich's face is just scarred. It's just like a roar, and you hear this like as he screams and he wriggles in your grasp. I need you to roll a dexterity check to see strength check to see if you can still hold on to him.
Strength check. It would be strength, wouldn't it? 11.
11. He breaks free
Balls.
as the blast hits. He gets rocked back against the wall. He staggers and he's holding his face, and then he just turns and looks at you. It's now into Talazar.
So Talazar is going to 5, 10, 15. Come over to this side. Just crack in the side of around the neck area of this guy with the staff.
With the staff, yeah?
So that's 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Cool.
That does 8 points of damage. I'm going to spend a key point then to do. Spend a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay,
To
so the first hit, like, thwack, you hit him in the neck, and it's like, oh, and he grabs at his throat as he goes down. And he's like cowering away from you now as you've come up. Are you now up on top of him?
I'm just up right in.
You're up in a. That's
So
right, yeah.
then I'm going to do my flurry of blows.
Very blows.
Yep. 2 hits. That is a miss on 1, and it's it's 13 to hit.
So you get, as he's kind of killing you, you go in with one, and then he like ducks slightly, but then you catch him on the far side of the chin with the other one, whoosh, and he just falls back against the wall.
And then that is a further fucking 4 points of bludgeoning. But
Okay.
with that, then I'm going to use, because I used flurry of blows, he needs to make a strength save or be. Needs to make a dex save or be knocked prone. DC is 13.
He fails.
So he's knocked prone.
He's not prone, so he goes down. Is that the end of your go?
That's the end of my go.
It's into Mezrich's turn, and he's prone, but he just turns and he shouts. He's like, "Enter!"
Uh-oh.
And from behind you, you hear.
He has a cave troll.
And out from the archway that you just came from steps this huge creature. Patchwork of skin.
Oh no.
All looks like basically sheets of skin sewn together. A huge skin golem steps into the room. And in its left hand, by the throat, it is carrying Loran.
Oh no.
And it lumbers in behind, and this is the representation I have of it. I need to get a skin golem link, but there we go, that's it there.
Loran, you look a lot like a sword.
Yeah. So Loran is there being carried by this creature, so we'll pop Loran there. And the creature's here. And the skin golem enters, and you notice that its body is sewn together and is splatterings of blood. But there's also this what look like cracked red crystallines across all of the stitching. And there's spurts every now and again when it moves of red dust. And right in the center of its chest is a large jewel.
Yeah, bitch. We're gonna get it.
And it basically lumbers in while holding Loran, looks around at all of you and just goes. And as it does so, red mist just into the air.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming that's the jewel we're looking for.
Yeah, I presume.
And I'm going to roll initiative for the skin golem. It gets a 3, so it is in the same with Ogun, and it's more than like it's lower dexterity than you, so therefore it go last. Yeah,
What's your dex?
its dex is -1.
Okay.
So, okay. It's a flesh golem, is what it is, but it's a towering creature that stands above all of you, including Aratir, and it's bringing up the rear. So you've got Mezrich on one side and you've the skin golem on the far side coming in. And
Dynamic.
it's holding Loran. As it comes into the room, it throws Loran at Aratir's feet. You're conscious, you're fine, but you're a bit bloodied. You've taken 5 points of damage. Does it give me a bit of a schmeck?
Okay.
Mezrich then turns to you, because you're the one that did a fair bit. Actually, no, he turns to you because of the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
And he fires a firebolt at you. What's your AC?
You already
13.
not.
13. That's cocked. It misses. He shoots the firebolt. He's prone. He's still kind of reeling from it. And the firebolt goes whoop whoop, and it hits the ceiling and blocks us, crumble down. Now it goes into Aratir.
I'm gonna check on Loran because he's just been thrown.
At your feet, yes.
Like, he's like, oh good, you're good, you're dazed.
He's prone, and do you want to help? Well, you can whatever you want to do.
Okay, so
I need you to roll an initiative to see if you can do it.
I would like to rage, please.
Aratir rages.
Because I'm going to turn my attention on the golem because fuck, what's his face in the corner? He's a bit prone, and the flesh golem is our immediate problem now, and it's bigger than everybody, but it's least bigger than me.
Yeah.
13.
13. Okay, so that brings you in. You're going to come in after Norman in the next round. Okay.
Okay, so I am going to use my trusty battle axe.
So you're raging.
Yeah.
Are you going to approach the golem?
I am. Sorry.
So you're right up in its grill.
Right up in its grill.
And
with my battle
you're
axe.
basically looking, it's towering over you. It's like.
I'm gonna swing that bad boy. So 1d8.
Do D20 to hit.
D20 to hit. And it's a strength, yeah.
No, just D20 to hit, and then add your initiative, or add your And your attack
17.
roll 17, that hits. It's a
17,
big.
7, what?
Its armor class is quite low, so it's quite easy to hit, but it's tough.
Where is your weapon?
Where's your weapon?
Yeah,
So
down here.
battle
Plus
axe is
five.
plus 5.
22.
22. You definitely hit it, so roll damage. So 1d8 plus
plus
3.
7 plus 3, 10.
10, so it takes 10 points of damage. You come up and you slash at it with the battle axe across the chest, and it cuts deep.
Yeah, do I just lodge the crystal?
No, the crystal is embedded, like it's right in there. It's got red crystals surrounding it, holding it in place, and it's glowing slightly. You cut across, like as your battle axe comes down, you're cutting it kind of here from kind of below its midriff down into its stomach, and there's a gash that goes across, and it just like sprays red mist. And you're right up against it. The red mist comes out. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. So it's a saving throw. So this is your saving throws here.
Yeah.
So con saving throw.
It's just the boat.
What's the word?
It's the box of boat.
Yeah, sorry.
So Constitution plus 3.
Nice.
So roll d20 and add plus 3. 14. Yeah. You basically, like, the mist kind of comes at you. You kind of duck out of the way and it dissipates off to the side.
Okay.
And the golem takes 10 points of damage. Did you say?
Yay!
Okay, it's like roar, it reels back, it's roar, comes down on top of you like this, staring down at you. Now, actually, with rage,
She adds another +2. The two.
+2 to damage.
She'll be listed there.
Alright.
She'll be listed as
Whoop.
rage.
Rage. Add a bonus. Enter a rage for 1 minute. I mean, you can gain advantage on strength checks, saving throws. +2 to melee damage with strength weapons. So you get that's actually 12.
12.
Yeah.
12.
So always remember add 2.
Add 2.
Add 2.
To whatever
Your rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious or your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn. So if you don't attack on your turn when you're raging, you lose your rage.
Or if you get hit.
Or if you get hit. You can also end your rage as a bonus action. So if you want to end rage, you can.
But I can keep it.
Yeah, you've hit him and you're raging.
Yeah.
You're raging.
Bleeding rage.
Bleeding rage.
I'm gonna hang on to me rage in case I need to use it again.
Alright, no problem.
Sorry, Masso.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Owen, into you.
All
You
right.
are still above you're still above Norman. You're on the ceiling. What feeling?
This thing.
The wand?
I think you have to attune to it first before
Right.
you can use
No,
it.
I just
You can give it a go, but roll a disadvantage.
Not
No?
a wand.
Not a wand? No.
Nope.
Okay, so roll.
right. So this is what? But this is magic missile. So it's D4s, is it? Usually, I remember from old school.
But I
you didn't have to
No,
roll
no,
a
let me
hit.
get you the stats of the.
You don't-
of the
you don't have
I should have printed this out for your apologies. This is my
Oh,
end.
no, that's right. Just minimize the child in a range. So what the hell? Hey, I get to use the D4 first.
Wand of magic missiles. This wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast a magic missile from it. For 1 charge, you cast first level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20, and on a 1, the wand crumbles into ash. So, you basically can say, right, this is 7 charges. You can do 1 charge, or you can do all 7 for max damage. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. So it's a first level version of the spell.
Yeah.
You can up the level of the spell if you want to put more charges in.
Right. So I could spend 2 charges for 2 missiles.
You can spend 2 charges
Up
for
to
a
7.
second level spell.
Yeah. We'll do that just to test.
So you're shooting the wand of magic missiles
I
at
am.
second level.
I'm at second level, and can I split the missiles?
No, it's one. It's 1. So you can go 1 first level, but that's an action, and then another first level, second action. So you can only do 1 action.
Okay. Well then, just 1 missile into the.
At what level do you want? So you can do a second level missile if you wish.
Second level.
Right. So you need to roll to hit. Who are you firing it at?
You don't roll to hit with
What magic missile?
Oh, so just hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
Oh,
like.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's usually a missile per level.
who are you
it's
firing
two. They look like they've got the golem. I'm going to fire into the wizard guy.
Okay. Francis, so roll damage.
So it's 4 plus 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
For dart.
5 and sugar. So 10.
10 damage
I
into
roll
it.
2 4s.
So 10.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you say
No,
faster?
I wanted it. Because we're meant to take him alive.
So you from the
Oh,
ceiling,
well,
everyone sees this from the ceiling. You just see Ogren
Yeah, well, he
whip
called
the
it-
wand out from underneath his tunic, and he's like, whooshum, and this blast misses. It hits Mezrich across the chest, and he's like, "Whoa!" He's looking really beat up.
Ooh, I like this.
He's looking really beat up, and he's crashed, but the golem is still there. Now it is the golem's turn. The golem
Rained on me.
is going to turn on Aratir, and it will slam attack you. It'll slam attack you once.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Oh!
Slammed by the flesh
So
god.
that's double damage.
I mean,
2d8.
I mean, sure you could say that.
2d8 plus 4. 2d8. 2d8.
Oh my god, our dear.
My god.
Aratir is like a mountain of health, it'll be fine.
I
Yeah.
do.
Only
I haven't lost any.
Let's
Right,
watch
right,
Wayne's
right,
So my armor class is
situation.
Yeah.
right.
That is. That is 32 points of damage.
Oh, what type of damage is it?
I'm dead.
Bludgeoning damage.
No.
Because
No, alright.
from your raging.
Yeah.
32 points of damage. It's you're down. Yeah, 29.
No, raging halves it.
Raging halves it. It does. So 32 points of damage. So you take what? That's 16 points of damage.
Yeah.
Like it comes down. 16 points of damage. Boom! You are knocked.
my
You're like
God.
knocked senseless against. They kind of stagger back,
So close.
and it just roars in your face. Okay, and then as it's basically seen.
So guys, leave the wizard alone for a few turns and hit this motherfucker.
Yeah. So that's the end of the golem's turn.
I think I'm up next.
Yeah.
And now it's into coding.
Okay.
Which Aratir needs right now. Cody.
Yes, she really does. So, I'm going to try some sort of idiot maneuver.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pull some monkey shines, and I climb this guy and attempt with my 2 daggers to fucking cut the jewel out of his chest.
You can certainly try.
Okay.
You're gonna basically come at it.
But I'm gonna try and
I'm
do
just-
the bonus action of getting the fuck away from him then, like
But he
like a
also-
disengage.
Dude also has that
He's
fucking
fine.
red mist coming out.
Yeah. So that's what you
and-
want to do.
Are you sure?
Oh my god, look at his face.
No, I'm okay. Like if that's what you want to do.
Yes, I want
So-
to do some. Yeah, I want to do some
Okay.
Dexy stabby
So
stabby.
you make your way over. What's your
When
movement?
it cut-
What's
it's
your
knocked out
movement?
with a
What's your movement?
Boom. I can move. My
Any minute.
movement is
Hey. There, 30 feet.
30.
So you're here. You actually get right, but that's it. Your 30 feet movement is right up to him.
Right?
30 feet of movement, and so tell me what you want to do.
I
You want
wanna
to specifically aim for the.
jump with my two daggers, possibly bouncing off his knee, like in a kind of a.
You could bounce off her.
Could bounce off her. Yeah, I could leapfrog
Bounce off
her.
it.
I could leapfrog Aratir,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try a sort of a.
Okay. I need you to roll acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Mhm.
You can bounce off my
Acrobatics.
shield.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Acrobatics.
Widow.
Thor and
I
Cap.
want
I
you to roll
love it.
acrobatics and then roll to hit. So I
Okay.
want to see if you make the jump,
Okay.
and then we'll see if you actually hit
Acrobatics
it.
is +5. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
16.
16. You run, and you it's by full tilt, and you call out to Aratir. Aratir, shield! Shield comes up. You bounce boom, through the air. Roll to hit.
Okay, I am going to roll. What am I going to roll? With the daggers.
Archer,
You gotta roll
is getting
first.
quite sore, but still.
I gotta roll
standing
for
Yeah.
You gotta roll that first.
Roll
That
d20
first.
to hit. Sorry.
Okay.
D20 to hit.
16.
16
Natural
hits.
16.
16 hits. It's an armor class of 9. It's very easy to hit.
Okay.
So you hit. You come down with the daggers at the jewel. Okay. Okay. The golem swats at you, but misses completely.
Yay!
You put the jewel in, you put the blades in, and you cut, and the jewel just slowly comes out, but it's still attached to his chest. The golem stumbles back. You bounce back off and land, superhero landing.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
The golem, I need you to roll for damage.
Okay, I will roll.
So roll for damage on your daggers. That's what you used.
Okay, alright. Okay. This is this plus 3, so it's 6 and 6.
Takes another 12 points of damage. It staggers back. And it's like, and it just looks at you. His yellow eyes just like gleaming down at you. It's kind of like, it's like, you know, it's kind of looking at the jewel going. It's just hanging from the chest at this point. As you do that, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Because the jewel erupts and a full spray of red just shoots out from behind the jewel. And like,
Yeah, you were worried about that fucking mist. I didn't listen. It is 10.
you get hit straight in the face. It hits you, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, you just start to see this blinding white light of a flash, and a brief flash of a giant spider maw just coming right at your face, going, and then it's gone. You take. You take 8 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And you are now infected.
Oh, balls.
You don't see it, but Arthur sees your face, and you have these red tendrils appearing on your face, and like it's like little pustules on your face. You now, all attacks are now with disadvantage. Now into Norman.
Come on, Stormer Norman.
Yep. Let's see.
Come on, Deforming Norman.
I'm going to. Let me see. Where am I? I am here. He's still on his arse.
He's prone, but he's not unconscious.
Not unconscious. He's just on his arse.
He's on his arse.
That would mean I get advantage against him if I'm attacking.
Yes.
Actually,
no, it's not.
No, if it's a range attack, it's disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage, but you're right next to him, so.
Yeah,
like I mean, even like Eldritch Blast would still be considered a ranged attack.
Yeah. No, I am gonna blast him. I'm definitely gonna blast him.
I'm definitely gonna blast him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what is Eldritch Blast?
Yep.
Okay. Don't too slow.
Well, that would hit. It hits either way.
It's either way. Correct. Yeah. So roll for damage.
Oh, that's only a 5.
5. He's still conscious, but he is in pain. Like the blast is like. He catches him in the side of the head. You're just going for the head, and he's just like, "Come on!" He's like, "Ah!" And his skin is just singed. The hair is burnt away on one side. He's like in bits. He looks bad. He looks like he's on the brink. Now it's into Talazar. Sorry, no, it's into Loran.
Am I close to Arthur?
You're next to Arthur. You're still prone though. You're on the ground because the golem.
But she is also on the ground.
No, Arthur's not prone.
Oh.
She wasn't not prone.
Okay. Well,
Just
it
took a lot
should
of
be okay
damage.
because I want to cast Cure Wounds on Arthur.
Grand. Okay.
Where's my spellcasting modifier?
It'll be your charisma.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it's wisdom for those, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's plus 3.
10 HP.
So up 10 hit points.
Back up to 23.
This shit.
Is that the end of your go?
That's what she said.
Okay. Now it's into Talazar.
I'm just gonna walk over to Merrick and kick him over onto his back and just jab the staff at his neck and say, "Stop whatever you're doing right now."
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay, it's 11.
Hot.
And then just trying to knock him out
You're trying to knock him out.
with the side of the staff just into the head.
Roll to hit.
That's natural 13.
That hits. And you just go. Easily. Ugh.
That would be.
No, he doesn't. It
would have been 5 points.
The intention is to knock him out. So like that's you. Like there's so it's just like. Oh, he's out cold. The golem is still ticking.
So. I still have no movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45.
We're right up. Yeah.
Yep. Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Cool.
So one is 11 to hit and the other is 13 to hit.
Both hit.
Cool. Needing to make a strength save.
What's the AC?
13.
He makes it 10, so he fails.
So he gets pushed back 15 feet.
Ooh.
And I don't know if that'll kick off any opportunity attacks from the other two, but
It will do because you get attack of opportunity on both Aratir and Cody
Because he's moving backwards.
because he's moving out of your attack range.
Don't forget he wasn't damaged there.
What was your damage?
oh, sorry, yeah, that was 1 plus. I didn't know.
You did 3 the first time. So what's your strength? Or your dex?
There's 3, so it's 4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's knocked back, but you both get an attack of opportunity on him. So roll d20, see if you hit.
Did you call that cocked?
Oh,
I got 15. I want to keep it. Okay.
Good.
What'd you get?
Every balance of dice
11
on
and
it
15
works.
both hit. He's big and lumber, so you can hit him. He's, like I said, his armor class is 9. So roll for damage. What are you hitting him with? Daggers? You have your daggers
Yeah.
out. And then you've got your axe. So roll for damage.
Stay with the battle axe. That's what my boss.
4 plus 3, I got 7.
7. You're raging, remember? So add that.
I am, yes.
So the rage.
Raging.
You get plus 2 to damage.
Simple
on
Yeah.
the
slasher.
That's plus 5. Yeah. So 20
Oh,
total.
sorry.
That's
6.
So
Six
your own d4
plus
plus 2, so it's
3,
whatever
9
d4
plus 2,
2.
11.
Perfect.
11.
Yeah,
So it's
7.
8, 7.
7, yeah.
So as you come in, like, boom, 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 and you knock him back.
Sneak attack damage as well.
Yeah, you would have got sneak attack on that.
So
as
roll
well.
2 more d6.
Roll
after that.
2 more d6 and add that. Sorry. 4, 8. So what did you get initially? 7.
7.
7, 8, so 15 in
15.
total. So you come in, and you knock him back. As he is getting knocked back at the exact same time on both sides, you come in and go, and you stab him, and you go, and it's just, all 3 of you need to roll a Constitution saving throw. Actually, no, Kim, you don't because you're already infected.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't be more infected.
Oh no!
No, that's bad.
16.
16. You
Plus
you,
3,
you,
19.
you pass.
4.
You fail.
Aratir just hopes this stuff for fun.
So you basically, as you're boom, 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 it's like wherever you're hitting the skin,
It just hits.
it's just.
Oh, gross.
But you're deep into the
Yeah.
hole, like, and it's just hitting you, and you're like, again, same thing. The dust hits your face. You're like, he gets knocked back, and a flash of a spider maul just, it's like a spider's gone, and you are infected, and you get veins up along your face, and it's just like, you notice that it's now moving down your neck. You just literally huff it off. You're grand.
What's the damage?
There is no. Did I give you damage?
Yeah, you
I
did.
did.
Did, yeah.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Sorry,
Yeah,
I did.
I got
I
that.
did. 8 points of damage. 8 points of poison damage. Sorry, yeah. Okay, now it's into the wizard's unconscious. It's into Aratir.
Yeah.
Back into you.
So I'm still raging.
You're raging, eh?
Bottom.
Raging. So. So I'm trying to think actually. So
Project that voice.
he's. Sorry, I'm trying to think. So you dislodged the crystal, but it's still attached.
It's still attached, like, by the whatever Visser is holding it in.
Yeah.
Next.
Just barely, though. Having it now dangled for its.
Rather than my bludgeoning battle axe, I'm gonna go in with my long sword and see if I can get that in.
So you're gonna just try and clip the thing out. Okay.
Yeah.
I need you to roll for attack. See if you hit it. Plus. You're hitting with the longsword. Longsword is plus 5. So that hits.
And
you need to roll for damage.
For damage, yeah. 4 plus 3 plus 2 for raging.
4 plus 3 plus 2,
Two,
so it's
9.
9.9. You come in and you just slice. As you come up, you catch a couple of the tendrils, and it's just left. The thing is still attached, but it's hanging by like a small, sinuous mass that is now eeping out. Again, roll a Constitution saving throw.
6.
That's a 6. You fail. Same. As you cut up out of the chest cavity, straight spray into the face. And you see this spider maw, silver spider maw, just go Shah! And you are also infected. You start getting tendrils up the side of your face.
And does that mean my bandwidth attack?
Huh? Oh, and you also take 1 point of poison damage. Okay, now it is into Ogun.
The golem's still going, so I'm gonna shoot 2 more off. Hope that hurts the golem.
Okay.
Take 4 and take 3.
Just want to check something here.
He's looking something up inside the really good.
Just want to check something because the golem has magic resistance. So the golem has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So far all the attacks have been physical. This is the first magical effect, but this is a magic missile that always hits. So there's no real thing. So roll for damage.
So that was
What was damage? What you get?
It was a 3 and 4.
3 and a 4, so 7. Okay, now it's now the golem's turn. The golem is now below 40 hit points. Whenever the golem starts his turn with 40 hit points or fewer, I have to roll a d6. On a 6, the golem goes berserk. On each of its turns while berserk, the golem attacks the nearest creature it can see. If no creature is near, it attacks an object. Once the golem goes berserk, it continues to do so until it's destroyed and regains all its hit points. If the golem's creator is within 60 feet of the berserk golem, the creator can try and calm it by speaking firmly and persuasively. The golem must be able to hear its creator. It must take an action to make a saving throw. So, the golem is now below 40 hit points, and I have to roll a d6.
What does it say about the creator exactly?
So the creator
can talk him down.
tell it to
Okay.
calm
He's
itself.
out
And tell him that the sun's
That is a
real
1.
low.
So the golem does not go berserk. Good.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's good.
We
Right,
did not
the golem
need that.
is knocked back. It's going to move forward
Yes, you.
and attack you because you kind of knocked it back.
But it was knocked back, but then Aratir would have gone up. So would Aratir get an attack of opportunity moves towards me?
You will, yeah.
No?
It's your will. So
So you're coming at me?
it's a skin golem. It's not exactly smart.
Oh, okay.
It just knows that you were the last thing to cause it major damage.
Cool.
So it's like, so it moves up. It's like, and as it moves out of attack range of Aratir, Aratir gets an attack of opportunity. So you can roll a d20 there, Aratir.
Artir, you gotta roll a d20.
Oh no! Where did I throw? Over here.
This is to attack it.
Because yeah, you're just hitting it. So you give your longsword out. That hits. Roll damage on the longsword.
3.
3.
8.
Plus 8.
I'm not raging anymore, sure enough.
You will be.
Yeah, you're still raging, so plus 2.
2.
Okay.
Rage lasts 10 turns.
Yeah.
Ten
His turns,
turns.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because each turn is like a second or 6 seconds.
6 seconds,
So it's a last. I think it lasts in total about a minute or.
Yeah.
round.
So it will last for about 10 rounds.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
it moves in to range at you, and it's going to do a multi-attack slam on you.
I may or may not die.
You may or may not die. That rolls a.
Try not.
Well, it's a. What's your AC?
It's 60.
16. It rolls a 10. So it comes down and on the ground beside you. That's the first attack. And second attack is a 6. And you're literally like monk dodge out of the way. Just brushing it past it. It's nothing to you.
I am Neil.
It gets it's just like as you notice that the jewel is just swinging from its chest, and it's just like the mist is popping everywhere, and it's looking hurt, but it's not looking like it's looking like it can still kick the shit out of people. But it is looking hurt. It's starting to ooze ichor, and bits of the skin are falling apart, and you know it's not healthy at all. So that goes back to the top of the round. Cody.
You're just as dangerous with 1 hit point as you are with your 4.
I suppose I am, but I suppose I can get away from him every time. I have a bonus action to disengage.
You can disengage without any consequences.
I am going to try.
You don't actually have to use your bonus action as a swashbuckler to disengage.
No.
You can just move in.
You can just move it out. Yeah, you can just disengage.
Very
It's
good.
not. It's not taken. Like it's just this part of your class.
Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I will get the jewel when he's dead. I'm gonna try and do the most damage I can possibly do, which would be doing what?
When you have your dagger or your short bow or your
Yeah.
rapier,
Yeah, shagger.
let's use your rapier.
Yeah.
Shiv him.
Yeah.
Prison rail.
Okay, I'm gonna shiv him. I'm gonna go in with my rapier, please. Go twackety twack twack.
Okay.
Get him. I hit him on
And
his
you'll get sneak attack on that as well because Tom's flanking.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
And damage is
D8 plus 2d6 for your sneak attack.
Yeah.
2d6. That's a 5 plus 3 is an 8.
8 plus 2d6.
Plus 1.
9.
It's still more than
11. So
Yeah.
11.
And then I get out of there.
Okay.
Freaking book.
You come in and literally you come up from the side. It's just like and you just see it. It's like chunks of him falling off. He's looking bad. The jewel is starting to kind of go. And you can see the light in him, like in his eyes. He's falling. He's fallen. But he's still up. But he's cut to shit. And now we are into you, Norman.
We're in Norman times.
Whoa.
Okay.
I move up so I'm 30 feet away.
30 feet away, yeah.
Then I'm going to cast Mage Hand and try and actually do it.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll for?
It's Mage Hand. You're trying to grab something. I'm going to say sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because it's a hand and you have to slide.
It is, you're right. No.
A 5.
Yeah.
Okay. The Mage Hand goes out, but it's as the creature's moving about. I think it's just swinging. The Mage Hand is like whoop, whoop. And it misses.
My Mage Hand, because I don't have any perks with it, it's not invisible.
Oh yeah, no, it's just you just see this giant hand.
I think it looks like my hand. It's like Norman's hand.
I had this idea that it was a Mickey Mouse glove. I don't know why.
It's like mixing a couple of fingers.
It's like, so that's why you can like where the finger is missing as it goes to grab it, it just goes through the finger. But you know you miss. Is that the end of your go? Do you want anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Grant? Okay. We are now into the round.
I wish to cast Disguise Self. And I want to disguise myself to look like your man who's been put down.
He's still in the room,
So.
and I don't know how we.
Well, yeah. How high is the wisdom of this golem?
I would say deception would be the skill to use.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. Okay. Roll for this deception check on that one.
No!
You try to create an illusion of what you think Mezrich looks like, but he's face down over there. So literally, you turn yourself into Mezrich backwards. So it's the back of his head with the swinging ponytail, and you're gesturing in the opposite direction as you do it. The golem pays you no attention whatsoever.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I tried.
Is that the end of your go? Anyone else?
That was so
I don't know any other actions I can use. I'm good.
Okay. Now we are into Talazar.
Talazar is just gonna one quick hit with the staff. Is that a disadvantage you were saying before?
All attacks with the poison are with disadvantage. Actually, I forgot to say that to you. There you go, but it is what it is.
You can roll reckless anyway.
That's true, actually, yes, so the reckless takes it out. But look,
We can
I'll
cover all
remember
that.
going forward.
That is a 10 to hit.
10 hits?
So, that is 8. Using a two-handed. That's an 8, 9, 11 points of...
11 points of damage.
Yeah. And I'm just going to make one offhand attack, not using the key one, just so it's just one quick hit.
Okay.
That's a 9, natural 9 to hit.
Yeah, that hits damage.
So that is that's 6 points. So
Okay.
it's a solid amount of damage there.
How do you want to take it down?
Hey.
Just want to do a bit of parkour, just come down across with the staff just to knock the jewel out of the bottom.
Okay. The golem is kind of lumbering, and you kind of bounce up onto its knee, then up onto its. You kind of bounce off that, and as you come up, you swing down with the staff. You knock the jewel, and the jewel goes flying. It's like the sinew snaps, and it goes. There's a spurt of red, and then you did punch it as well.
Yeah.
And it basically goes, and you just see it freeze up as the jewel leaves its body. The light leaves it, but as it's going down, you just clock it across the jaws, like, and it just. The flesh golem just collapses and the jewel goes ting, 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 and scatters across into the corner. It's down.
It's gotta be said, what you lack in stealth, you definitely make up for in punching.
Monks, man, monks. So, okay, battle is over. You gather yourselves. Mezrich lies unconscious at one end. The skin golem lies dead on the other end. The jewel is off in a corner. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should tie up Mezrich.
Yeah, go.
Yes.
That idea is a great one. Let's do that.
I'll go for the jewel.
You go for the jewel.
Yeah.
Okay, Laura, get some.
Who has rope or who has any?
I have
many people.
Where were you earlier?
I have silk rope.
I think he's not good enough for silk rope.
I've got regular rope.
Yeah, me
Regular
too.
rope.
Yeah.
So
Regular
you got
hemp.
yourself a
Regular
ship.
regular rope.
Maybe take his spell yokis away from him.
Yeah, I just want to tie him up and then investigate his robes. Make sure.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
A likely story.
That's
I was investigating his robes.
I think that's a
myself in the
5.
cell.
5.
I have manacles. Do you want them?
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
We could use manacles.
Of course you do.
I have a really weird.
Yeah, that's 5.
5. You go through his robes. There's a couple of bulky bits in there, but you don't really you can't really, because of the way he's lying, you don't really find much.
Right. We could manacle.
So we manacle him up?
Use the manacles to just keep him occupied. And I think we should gag him as well, so he can't use his voice to cast
Good
any spells.
idea.
Okay. So you tie him up, you gag him.
Yep.
Remove
is-
anything that looks.
I have
that
some
any-
wax and some mistletoe. You know.
Just gently trim some wax on him. Is that what you want to do?
This is getting kinky. Manacles, mistletoe, and wax.
I knew it.
I
These
think we tag him with
musicians,
one
man.
of the really mouldy old potatoes.
Oh.
Nice.
What did you do?
Oh,
That's the
Gag
beginning
him
of a
with
great
the
song.
Okay.
Think about that is he can chew on that, so you just have
They're
to put
rough. It's gonna
No,
take him a
it's-
while.
Takes a while.
Mezrich sits there unconscious, gagged, with an old potato shoved in his mouth, unaware of what's going on, unaware of you searching him because you did a really bad job of it, and the skin golem lies dead. Is anyone else doing anything?
Will I try an investigation?
Where do you want to investigate?
For on behalf of Talazar, because he.
You want to look through the wizard robes?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation.
Okay. 20.
You rummage through his pockets and feel underneath his robes. They're quite thick and heavy robes. There's a lot of layers there. They're quite thick and heavy robes, and then you hit something, and you feel, and it's like you pull out, and it's a
Rigor mortis.
Phrasing! Are we not doing phrasing
We're
anymore?
not doing phrasing. So you reach in and you pull out something, and it's like, kind of like it's you feel a strap, but it's not like it's like a leather strap, and you pull it out.
Well,
It's a pair of what look like goggles with.
Oh no, he's a steampunk.
It's a pair of goggles, and they have kind of like these circular, gold circular pieces with a nose piece on the front, and kind of small little, not wings, but they're little kind of inclines at the side, and with these kind of like blue kind of glass discs. They're very nice looking, very shiny, and they look like they'd be worth a fair bit. You rummage deeper.
I do.
And as you rummage deeper, you find there's actually on his left side, at his side, there's a bulge.
Guys, let's just move on. Go on.
So you find it's a kind of a long bulge, and then you feel that underneath his robe there's a strap that goes around his body, and it's attached to whatever's on the side.
Right.
Do you want to try? And pull it out?
I would like to tell people that Kim's just bringing swag and gold.
Bulge try.
Oh yeah, I do have swag right now.
So do you want to try? It's like
I don't know.
it feels like some sort of bag, and it's got a strap that goes around underneath his robe.
Touch the bag underneath
your robe. Right.
Oh,
I have
Jesus
got,
Oh no.
I have got 6 hit points left. I don't want it to explode.
It's probably not darts.
It's probably.
Well, something will go off.
Okay. Yes, I do.
So you pull your leaf, and you kind of need to tear open his clothing. You take out a bag, and it's a small, looks like kind of an over the shoulder bag.
Yeah.
But it's got what looks like an embroidered face on it.
Okay.
Cool.
And there's a bit of heft to it. And you're like,
Is it also Cobra Commander like the one we saw before?
So there's a bit of heft, there's like a bit of weight to it, but it doesn't feel too heavy. But it's a beautifully embroidered bag. It looks like
It's heavy by itself, or it's got something in it.
it feels like there's something in there. But
Okay.
it's a beautifully embroidered bag. It looks like there's some sort of face embroidered on the front of it.
Okay.
And yeah, you take it off and you have the bag.
Man's or woman's face, noble person.
There's no.
Can't tell.
Let's not genderize the bag.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Don't assume the bag's generous.
Don't assume the bag's
in
in
the bag, and can I open the bag?
Yeah. Open the bag.
I can open the bag.
You look into the bag and it's kind of like there's definitely something in there. It's a bit dark. Do you want to reach
No
in?
darts. Yes.
Do it.
You reach into the bag,
of darts.
and you kind of reach into the bag and you feel feels like there's like a neck of something, like it's and then you feel strings,
Pull it.
and it feels like the neck of a guitar of some sort.
Ah, it's a loop.
This guy was kinky and he shredded.
Pull it out.
Yeah, is it your loop?
So you pull out this what looks like a lute. It's an instrument of some sort. It's gilded and it's made of beautiful wood. It's very intricate, very detailed.
Right.
And it
Moran is salivating.
it is a beautiful handcrafted instrument. You've never really seen the likes of it before.
Right.
So there's that. Do you want to see if there's anything else in the bag?
I'm actually
Sure.
got proficiency
Yeah.
in loops as well.
So you reach back down into the bag and you find a large pouch, and it feels like it's filled with coin.
Oh yeah,
It's a
yoink.
shame.
We're taking that.
You open it
So-
up and it's
Taking
filled.
everything.
It's filled with gold.
I just want to talk to the team. I want to show them what we've gained materially since we came into this cast.
And emotionally.
Yeah. I mean, that's just understood. We're in simpatico at this point. But yeah, I want to show them what we got. Alright, guys. In the tower, we found 3 bloodstone, 2 coral, 50 gold. We've got this incredibly ornamental loot. These goggles, which I'm sure some Spring folks will be interested in, and yeah.
All this gold.
How do you feel? How do you feel about having all this stuff?
I think that we should wait to examine them any further until we have left this castle.
I agree.
Can I have a minute just to change spells? I'm a bit
Rest.
worried with you 3 guys. You've got this stuff on you.
Oh yeah.
When we leave.
Well, if it's as bad as it looks and it's getting worse, I might be able to help
Yeah,
one of them
can
out. If you
somebody
give me a minute.
Yeah.
Mechanically, you can't change your spells till after a long rest.
Yeah, you have to have a long
It
rest.
says something about switching over new spells, no?
No, you have to have a long rest.
Oh,
And-
I was going to try. I'm just looking something up. I just
Cool,
no, it is.
because I know
That's
wizards
what
can
you
do it, I don't know if druids can do it.
It's
No.
every spellcaster,
Loran kind of
Is
wasn't
that
listening and
warlocks?
has started to take.
with the exception of
Oh.
warlocks and I think Eldritch Knights,
And sorcerers, actually. They don't
can recover spells or change spells.
Yeah.
But druids are stuck with the until.
Wizard-
Whatever you
clerics are
prepare
druids are.
after a long rest, that's what you have for
And
that
how
day.
long is a long rest?
8 hours.
As I said, we wait until we leave to somewhere more accommodating.
Have I got time? I don't know what this nonsense is, but I'd like to
I
get
do
rid
believe,
of it.
yes, you three are probably dying. We should get you. We should get you to the local apothecary.
How badly are you guys looking?
Oh, I've got.
They look sick. They've got red, veiny, kind of pustules growing on their face. They don't look well. They look like there's
Like
something
frauds
inside
with
them.
them.
I'm gonna do healing
No.
word.
I also
No.
prod one of them.
As you prod, it's kind of like it just moves underneath your skin.
I touch it as well.
I have to laugh that it's just this side of the table that's infected.
I don't really want to touch it.
We wait until
I just bat away your hand.
we wait until we leave. Then we will examine the items and have you
Okay.
three cured. Yes.
Okay.
Are we in agreement?
I'm gonna do healing word now on Kim anyway, just in case.
Good Lord, the Wolverine.
Yes.
Okay.
I have
So,
taken
are you guys setting out? Are you going to head
I've
back to
taken it.
Threshold,
I'm
or
pretty happy with
are you
that.
just taking a rest here? What do you
Sorry.
want to do?
I've got healing word on now,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna cast that on Kim.
And
Awesome.
what's
She
that
goes
do
up
for me?
to 7 hit points, but
7
depends on
Thank
what you are.
you.
Yeah, okay.
I appreciate it.
So,
Just in case something bad happens while we're here, just
Yeah.
be able to survive maybe.
So, what?
I would be of a mind to also investigate a bit further as to what this guy was doing here.
I kind of, I listen to
Manfred's
that.
spooked.
I listen to that, and then I look at the flesh golem, and then look back at you very agreeably.
Don't ever look at me.
He
like that.
speaks well.
Okay.
Yes. I imagine we're not on the top floor of the castle.
You're not. You're still on the ground floor of the castle. And you came across him, and it was through a series of rolls you managed to quickly figure out there was something afoot, and you figured it out. But so what we're going to do here is now we're going to take a break. We're going to come back after the break. We're going to discover what the guys are going to do. Hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot of fun on our end and very warm.
Yes.
So we're going to go.
We're all so shiny.
We're going to go
Oh,
food up,
balls.
and we will see you back here after the break. Thank you
I
very
mean,
much.
it's not going to be no time for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So-
Welcome back after the break, folks. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a nice break. We had a nice break. We fooded up.
They had no break.
Yeah,
This was right in.
Yeah,
might
they're
have,
right here.
Maybe.
We hope you had a break.
So, before the break, you guys have tied up Mezrich Thane, and you have killed a skin golem. You found upon Mezrich's body, you found a bag containing a instrument and another pouch of gold pieces, and you also dislodged the jewel from the center of the skin golem's form. And the skin golem is now lying dead in front of Aratir and Codeine and Talazar. Right, so what do you guys want to do?
Did we have a description of the jewel? Did we have a description of the jewel from our employer?
Yes, and it is pretty much the jewel that you just cut out of the chest.
Okay.
Assets.
Okay. So
Excellent.
For brevity, I'll just say, yep, that's the
yeah.
Cool.
Cody knows, but I have already taken the loot before we've even decided
Yes,
to...
I'm gonna let him carry.
So
it.
you're carrying the loot. Not
Yeah.
the loot, but the loot.
The loot.
Yeah, the
It's actually a cittern.
Oh,
Cittern.
A cittern, which is kind of like it's a larger loot looking thing. It's got a long neck on it.
Will that, if I can I have that?
Slightly
You can, it's your equipment.
fatter of bottom.
Pardon?
Is it slightly fatter of bottom?
It has a slightly more rotund
yeah.
bottom.
Yes.
It's a long neck and a big bum.
Very
Nice.
Lutes are cool.
It is, yeah, and it's a dual string instrument, so it's got like 8 strings, but two of them are every double string is kind of they're paired close together, so you get a nice.
So it's harmonised like a 12-string guitar.
Exactly, yeah.
I was going to say, does that make you the penniless sitter part?
Okay, so we're gonna pick up our stuff.
Sitar?
It's a cittern.
Spell that?
Cittern or E-R-N. Cittern. Now,
It is not there.
no, it is in my Dungeon Master book.
Oh, it's not coming up on my
so,
D&D Beyond.
well, it might not because it actually has a name, but you haven't identified it yet.
Oh, okay.
So just write it down as part of your inventory. until you identify the device.
Alright.
So,
Do you have
Unidentified
an
musical object.
what are you guys doing now?
Can I appeal for somebody to attempt to either investigate our infection or try to heal us in some way?
See, I can cast Cure Wounds, but I don't think that will heal your infection.
And in order for me to be able to
I
help you, I need to again rest and get
I have
back.
3
Relearn
potions of healing.
spells. So
You do?
In my bag.
You've 3 potions of healing. Yeah, you can heal yourself up, but
it's
see
the
what it does.
ready yoke that they all have in their eyes.
Because Moran did heal you for certain of the hit points there.
Oh, my hit points are fine, but
But it did, the healing didn't have any effect on the actual
Yeah.
infection.
I
Yeah.
am certain there will be an apothecary back in the town.
There could be.
To go there.
Does commentary G just do things on the list, or could I do more things now?
I like the way you answered that in character. Okay.
There could be a possibility of any potions or any kind of antidotes in here. He's able to make something that does this. It's very likely that he
You
would.
had
I
the-
presume he would
Yeah.
have inoculated himself.
This is very
Oh,
chaotic.
yeah.
Shall we ascend?
I think we should look for his lab if there is a laboratory that he must have.
Okay.
Can I drop him this?
In the area that you're in, there is no entrance or exit. The only entrance or exit is the archway that you came through.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
I just want to. I say to Art here, would you be able to carry Duty on your back just to make sure he doesn't wake up and try and run away?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, make a strength check to lift him up.
Oh. 6.
Perhaps we should just leave him
6.
here.
You go to lift him up and it's just like he
No.
he-
Sorry.
What's your
8.
strength?
Oh, no.
He is manacled and shackled.
Yeah.
um,
Can I just drag him?
you can drag him, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you go to lift him up and he's kind of his robes are a bit tangled, so you accidentally just drop him a bit. He's like, he stays unconscious. I actually should be making death saving throws for him, so we're going to do the first one now. He succeeds.
But he was only knocked out.
You knocked him down to 0 hit points with that. He was literally 2 hit points. So you did, when you went to knock him, if you'd hit him any harder, you probably would have killed him. Because it would have gone deep down into his numbers. So he's you do have limited time with this guy unconscious, so be aware of that.
Do we want to learn anything from this man?
Keep him for now.
But if he
Like,
dies
with
before-
7 points.
We need to know what
How many points did you hit?
his plans were.
I didn't heal him, Cody.
I did. I
Healer at the end.
healed yourself for 7.
There is
People
always
say-
the chance that he will awake.
D4
We
plus 3,
should
so
keep
people
him
say,
until
well,
then.
Okay.
that's it.
So what do you want to do?
I say leave him here.
I want to ask him questions about
Yeah.
that gem and exactly what
Why
he
don't
knows
we,
about it.
why don't we visit him on the way back down
What do you mean leave him here?
I've got good
As I
persuasion. I
said.
get well, he's out.
He's unconscious. You'd have to wake him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to heal him up to get him back.
Ah. Yeah, we'll leave him.
I can heal him a bit if you want.
then? Don't do that.
What's your strength?
He's a self-hating whatever he is.
Should I do some more?
No, you can actually lift, pull, or drag 497 pounds of weight.
Well, I have to, because she's infected, I'm making her do a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Think check on it. So, what is the plan of action here, folks? You have to push us for this one.
I'm gonna say we ascend the stairs, try and find his lab, try and find a way to solve this infection. That's my 2 pieces.
So these are the stairs back out in the foyer.
Yeah, but did you not say it goes up?
There was a door, and the
Yeah.
door was heavily barred.
Oh, I get
Oh.
what you mean. So
We're gonna
there
waste
is
time
no
and
way to go
energy.
further up.
There's no way to go further up that you found.
Is there any other entrance or anywhere where we are? There's just that blast where the light came in and where we fought him.
Where you're still in the room with him at the moment, there's light coming in through a hole in the ceiling, but it looks like it's solid walls all around you.
Can I look at the hole in the wall to see if there's a way or a window up
I'd
further?
send him up through the hole.
I can go out and have a look, see if there's a top ladder into this place.
Spider
I'll do
climb.
that. But I'll do it on all fours, so if one of my feet accidentally,
Sure.
it's safe.
So you're going to open out the hole.
Yeah, just to have a bird's eye view, as it were.
You open out the hole,
Or Wolverine's head.
and you can see that there are other windows and openings.
It looks like the second level.
As you're looking up, it is another level, and there's from where you are, you come out the hole and you look up, and there's a window off to your left. There's a window directly just a bit up by about 10 feet, and then there's a window off to the right.
There's definitely a second level to this place.
Do you want to take a
I can go up and have a look.
Do you want to take a rope and drop it down?
Yeah, you have rope. Yeah, hang on 1 sec. I'll wander all the way around and take a nice rope from them. Do you have a hook or anything?
Mine's tying up the guy.
I have a rope. You can have my rope.
Cool.
Try and tie it to
It's
something on the
50
inside.
feet.
Sweet. Do you have a grappler or anything? Probably a stairs.
So you're going up with the rope? You're
I'll
going to
go
go
with the rope
into
on the
which window are you going to go to?
Left.
You're going to go to the left.
Yeah.
So you go up in through the left window, you jump in, and you land into a room.
Wasn't that one straight up?
There
but
was
it's
one
up
straight up.
That's the one
They're
that
they're all 10 feet in distance above
Yeah,
you.
because if it's straight up, it's
all
easier for us to
so-
just.
It's 50 feet. It's all good.
Yes.
So, okay. So which window do you want to go to?
Left.
You want to go left. So you're going to go left. You go in through the window. You drop into a dark room. Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Nope, it's fine. 4.
4.
Oh, sorry, 6.
6. You don't see anyone in the room. What is in the room is just some old furniture, broken in parts, rotting wood in parts. There's some tapestries on the wall that are torn. There's 1 or 2 broken boxes, but there's very little else in the room. And there's a door off to one side that looks to be damaged in some way.
Gonna go over to the door and have a look out and see if there's some stairs or something that we just didn't notice before.
You open the door, and as you open the door, you hear it. You just roll a dexterity check.
Oh, okay. Dexterity. Okay, 13.
13. You manage to jump backwards out of the way as 2 swords drop thunk, thunk, from the ceiling. And they stick in the ground where you were standing.
Something to tie this rope to. If they're stuck in, not secure.
They're in the ground, yeah.
Do they feel strong? Or I can play. So I'm looking
When
at
you pull on the rope, the sword goes.
Okay, that should be right. I'll wander back out and back down to the hole. And
So just let me give you perspective on this as well. You went to the left window.
Yeah.
The hole is here.
Oh yeah, I can climb out the window down and around into the hole.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
But the rope,
It was 50 feet. Would it
the
not?
rope is 50 feet, but it's going like this, down, into the hole.
I'm hoping that they can climb up and then wander over and then.
It's 10 feet up.
All right. Probably better than to get them. Yeah. I'll go back to the hole to talk to them and let's describe what I found. I'm after upsetting a trap. I'm worried that there could be other traps.
I'm just checking something here for myself.
No worries, but maybe you might want to climb up and come and assist.
Me?
Yeah, because you did with the chest before.
Yeah, I did.
I'll hold this rope as best I can if you can climb up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So.
Okay. If you reckon the trap's been sprung already,
Well, the first one, but I'm worried that there's others.
and
It
there's
was-
another one. All right, I'm gonna shinny up there if I can.
So you climb up the rope, you get to the point where the hole is,
Yeah.
and then you look out.
Can I get through?
You climb up through the hole. Did
Okay,
you drop the
cool.
rope into the hole? Yeah. So you climb up the rope, and with no issue. It's just the rope. You're just
Yeah.
climbing up. There's no check there. You just basically boom, 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 up you go. You're at the hole, and you see that the rope is trailing up, and it's a good, because it's off that direction. You're talking it's 8 feet that way, and then another 10 feet up. But you've no.
Yeah, but there's a vector, so.
Well, the rope is kind of dangling down and into the hole.
Yeah. But I'm gonna walk over there. I've got some floor, haven't I? There's a hole in a.
There's
floor.
a hole in the side of a wall, and there's part of the ceiling.
We're trying to
That you're climbing
doing
up
the
out.
Dutch tilt
So you're coming up out of the hole.
Yeah.
As you come outside, you turn around. You can see a window 10 feet that way.
Yeah.
Then another window over that way, and another window over that way. The rope is coming from that window over there.
Yeah.
It's coming down. It's kind of coming off at an angle and down into the hole you just climbed out of.
Yeah, and as I pull it, it'll make a straight line to the window.
You can, yeah.
So I'm going to go up to the room he was just
So
in.
you're gonna just run out and then walk up the wall into the window.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Batman 66.
You hop up into the room, and you see where the rope is tethered.
Right.
As you jump into the room, I want you to roll dexterity.
Dexterity. It's 12.
12. You land, and as you land, you just see this sword go, and it goes right over your shoulder because the rope was pulling it, and it basically came out of the
one on
ground.
the floor. Okay, okay.
And the rope and the sword go out the window back that way. You're still holding it, and it just goes clink, clink, clink. You hear it clatter against it, and you're holding it because it's a sword. It hasn't got a lot of weight.
Right.
So you're just
it's
basically
still got the rope.
so it's like, whoa. So you just managed to get up and in before
Right.
that popped out of the ground.
Right.
Not the most secure holding of a rope.
Yeah, we sensed that from your reaction to what Darren was doing.
I'm not a rope guy.
So I'm going to. Can I have a perception check of the room?
If you want, if you're doing an investigation,
Yeah.
then do an investigation check.
Investigation. Okay. 15.
15. You look around, it's just old kind of blankets, there's broken furniture, broken boxes. There's nothing of significance in the room.
Okay.
You see out that the door's open, that there's one sword left embedded in the ground, and the door opens out onto what looks like a landing area. There's another wall on the far side that you can see. It's another stone wall, but it's a very thin landing area outside.
So I came in a window into that room. There's a door out of that room.
Yeah.
I am going to call Ogun to come back with me, and we'll both head over towards the door.
Okay. So you just go head over towards the door. You just stick your head out.
Well, this is where
he's really dead.
this is where the horrible trappy thing.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Just here, yeah.
are you okay to come back over, Ogun?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
All right, let's go see what's outside this door.
Okay, see, yeah, we'll go.
I am going to duck and open the door and kind of stay.
The door's open because he opened it. It's open already. You're looking out into the corridor. You step out, and it's just a corridor. You can see along the corridor, kind of in conjunction with what those windows were, there are two more doors, and above each door, one has an axe hanging there by a rope, and at the end you see a trap that looks like it's already been sprung. It's 3 daggers, and they're all embedded in the ground, and they're embedded in the back of what looks like a skeleton.
Okay.
The door on the far end, on that door, that's open. The door in the centre one is still closed.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
There's no rocks in the ground, but it's a dark corridor, and it's like as the further it gets down, the less you can see down the way. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
So do I.
You can make out the corridor, but there's nothing of significance on it. There's a few tabards and tapestries hanging there, but they're all tattered and worn.
Maybe throw something at the trap to set it off from this.
The one above the door? If you want, yeah.
That way it's already set off. So.
What do you want to throw at it?
Any wood, piece of wood or stone?
There's pieces of crap in the room that you're just out of.
Yeah,
grab
broken
something.
furniture, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to just grab that?
Just to set it off.
You throw it at it, and it's a clink, whoosh, whoosh. The axe swings, just like the one that was without it. It swings down, whoosh, 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 and it hangs there.
Let's go. You want to go check out the closed door, then the open door?
Mm-hmm. See if it
Okay.
leads downstairs.
Can you? Can we update the others? Let them stay put. You could.
Hang on.
Oh yeah. Very
In my
nice.
brain, I'm going. Can you hear me? I don't know what way his thing works.
No.
No.
Ah,
Maybe.
right.
I have to initiate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Right.
Let's go to the door that the trap was just sprung on, but still going to like avoid the door and push it
Just
open.
push it open, right.
While on the side.
As you do that, I'm going to cut back to everyone else in the room. What are you guys doing?
Playing loot.
You're playing the lute.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
You're just waiting.
As you play it, the music is just it's very melodic. It's a beautiful harmonized sound that comes out. You do feel connected to it. As the more you play it, the more you feel connected to it. It's not that it obviously there's a musical hum off it, and the sounds to the rest of you sounds amazing. But you do feel that there is something magical, but you haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But you're playing away. It's a beautiful sound.
I just want to go over to Merrick.
So I'm going to ask everyone again, make sure you're projecting your voices.
Is it Merrick? Or the guy?
Mezrich.
Mezrich, sorry.
Mezrich Thane.
So I'm going to go over to Mezrich and try and stabilise him so he doesn't bleed out.
So what are you doing? You
I'm just going to just stabilise him, try and Basically, to make sure he doesn't die. It's
Are
just
you healing him with something?
no. It's like a medicine check or something like that. Just,
Grant, roll a medicine. Just want to make sure you weren't healing him. Let's roll a medicine. Do you have a medicine kit? Are you proficient with medicine in any way?
I'm not.
Then roll with disadvantage.
Oh, you're gonna kill him.
Oh, you're going to kill him.
No, that would be a 5.
5. You tried to wake him up and make sure, but he's still unconscious. I'm going to do another.
Oh, I have medicine.
He succeeds on that one, so he's okay. Yeah, so he's still unconscious. You haven't stable. You haven't seemed to have woken him from his unconscious state.
Cool.
But he did, succeed in that. That's it.
Is there any after seeing that? Then is there any kind of like runic writings or any kind of descriptions of anything in that room or that?
Make an investigation check.
That's cocked. 12.
12. You look around the room, there are no writings, there's no inscriptions, there's nothing giving you any idea that this is the area that he cast any kind of spells in. The only things are, it's usual, there's some tabards on the wall, some are torn. There's one right behind where you guys are on the wall that is actually pretty solid. It's still tattered, but it's the most full looking tabard or kind of like tapestry in the room.
Anything look behind it or anything that may be behind it or near us?
As you look behind it, you can see that there is a bit of discoloration on the stones.
I call Manfred over and say, Norman, and show him the discoloration on the wall. What do you think of this?
I believe this requires a subtle touch. Eldritch Blast.
Oh, no.
You blast the wall, and it basically the tapestry that was there. This gets blown off, it falls, clatters to the ground. The wall doesn't move, but you can see like the blast kind of highlights the difference between the thing. And as the blast hit, you actually saw kind of a flash and a line in the wall where it kind of went whoosh, and then disappeared as soon as the blast was over.
Well, it's certainly a door.
I just take a 5-10 feet step back and just poke with the bow staff.
Doesn't move.
I just hold out a hand. The medallion. I just want to have a look at it, decide the insignia on it, press it up against the wall. Just check.
I want you to roll a history check
History check.
for the medallion, just to see if you know how to use it.
Nope, I don't.
As you kind of put it up against the wall, it's kind of clinking against it. It doesn't really do much. Just kind of it does. As you bring it closer to the wall, it does hum slightly in your hand. But as you turn it, it hums more one way and then less the other.
Have you tried the other side?
Yeah, flip it around. Try that.
So which part of the medallion do you
So
face?
it would now be the non-insignia side.
The one with the writing?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Nope.
Can I give him an advantage because I'm standing beside him? Can I give him help looking at it? Try.
Yeah, in future make sure you set up before
Sorry.
you roll. So, it's okay. Roll again and take the higher score.
That is a 17.
17. As you turn it a certain way and all of a sudden it starts to hum more and then there's and it just for some reason sticks to the wall. The wall opens inwards and you can see inside into a room.
Yeah, I'll step in.
Before you do, I say message the others so that you know what we found.
I can't do that, I need to move into it. They're actually too far away for me to do that. Also, I would not think to do that, so I'm just heading in.
You walk into the room.
You wouldn't think to do it unless I asked.
Yeah.
You walk into the room and you see, as you walk in, it's a large room with multiple tables along this side, and there's a large table in the center that looks like a giant meat block, and it is drenched in blood.
Leave me to my business.
Oh, God.
Along all the tables on the sides, there are vials and books and loads of different instruments of kind of like a medical nature. There are piles and piles of parchment along all of them. There are pieces of parchment stuck to the wall. where you can see imagery of basically dissections, hand-drawn dissections, and images of like stitching, like different creatures with different kind of body parts stuck to them and stuff like that. At the center of all of this, there is a giant diagram, and it is of a giant red. Looks like it's not a ruby, but it looks like a giant stone. It's jagged, rough, and it's got like notes coming off of it and little images of vials and lots of text. That's right in the center. Below that is a giant is a big padlock on it, crate.
I shout back to Lauren, grab the stone and come in.
Is the stone just knocking around?
It fell over the corner.
You said
Oh, I had it.
You picked it up.
had
You
it.
picked it up. You picked it up.
Yeah.
Before you got distracted by your music.
Oh, I probably dropped it, to be fair. I probably gave it to you. I was like, here, take this.
So Aaron's here has the stone.
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring
Okay.
it in. So
I'll follow, I'm still playing.
Now, I will remind you that the stone that was in the chest of the golem it's a crystalline white stone.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the diagram on the wall, it's like a jagged red block that looks like it's been hacked at, but it's a drawing.
Okay,
So
diagram.
it's not the same stone.
I take the diagram, just fold it.
You take the rim off the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to look at the vials, just to see.
There's loads of vials all over the place. So if you're looking at anything in the room, you just need to roll an investigation check.
Now, you mentioned there's notes on the diagram. I want to look at those.
Sure.
You will when we get a chance. And I see nada.
12.
12.
6.
You discover books, and in the books written in what languages do you understand?
It'll be on your front page.
Speak dragon.
On the first page. Should be in your recencies.
Languages that
Languages is here.
front
First
page.
page.
And then
I'll
your
do
hit points.
Languages,
Common, orc, and draconic.
Okay, you don't understand the language it's written in,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of diagrams
right.
in these books.
I'm going to save them.
Pardon?
I'm going to save them because I don't understand them, but somebody else might.
Yeah, so you're going to grab, there's a lot of them, so take the books.
Any other, so it's obvious that that flesh golem is built here, or certainly seems pretty obvious given the amount of blood that's around and all the diagrams.
Yeah.
Are there any other tools or weapons or anything that I could potentially pick up?
There's no
or-
weapons per se for somebody of your size, but there are like a lot of scalpels and knives and wicked looking surgical instruments. What did you get in the investigation check?
12.
12. And you got
6.
6, okay. What?
I rolled. I got.
Can I tell what the
13.
potions are?
You can, not by looking at them, no, you wouldn't have the knowledge.
Well, what I wanted to be looking at was also the books because I remember being able to read the journal in the first place.
Yeah.
So I want to look at these.
So these are there's a lot of books around the place, not even just the ones Aaron's here was looking at. There are other books around. You got
I'm just
13.
I'm just going to pick a pile of them and
Yeah.
have a look.
So you read through them and basically, it's basically instructions on how to use the power of this, whatever this red stone is, to reanimate dead tissue and create whatever you want using the power of that red stone. There's some talk of the stone being grinded down and creating different types of liquids and powders and different things from it, but it's all centered around this red stone. Also, you see, as you're picking up the books, in the corner, the far left-hand corner, there is a large vat, and it's just filled with what looks like misused viscera, body parts. The stench just hits you all of a sudden, and it's just body parts, organs, anything that was in the bodies that would have been used to create that skin golem is in that
Everyone's
vat.
getting hungry.
I'm getting
So, there are also, like I said, there's countless vials and things as well, all different liquids and colours. There are a few that have what looks like red liquid in them, off to one side, close to where the books were. And then on the far side, then you just see this large butcher's apron just hanging there. On the side it is a meat cleaver hanging in the wall. And the butcher's apron is covered in gore, and the meat cleaver looks pretty sharp, looks pretty good.
So the first thing I need to make a note of is I'm stuffing as many of those books into my bag as possible.
The person with you.
Yeah, I'm giving the hold this. Yeah, I'm loading up on those. The vials. Can I make an investigation check on those? Because something that you said to me about the notes freaked me off. I just want to have a look at the red ones.
The red one, sure. Yeah.
No, that's not very good. It's only 10.
I need you to roll a con. Did you open the vial and sniff them?
No, I was actually just looking at them.
You were just looking at them.
I'm literally just looking at them and maybe poking the vial.
As you poke the vial, it's like something inside. It's like the liquid just twitches. You see at the top of it small tendrils, just like as if it's trying to reach out to the cap that is poked into the bottle.
Is it possible? I don't know how it really works in the D&D universe. So blood types are a thing, right?
They are, yeah.
Is it possible with a medicine check, say, to see if the blood on the apron of the cleaver, or the blood on the apron at least, is the same blood, his blood, or
Whose blood?
the
Mezrich.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, the blood on the apron is a lot of different colours.
Oh,
So it's not just one type of blood. It's not just red. There's green, blue, red. It's a mixture. It looks like somebody got like a painter's oil palette and they just mixed it all together. It's like it's a rainbow of colour.
Could I make a medicine check, or I don't know what I would
Are
check.
you proficient?
Bards have a thing where I'm not proficient, but even if I don't have proficiency, I still get a bonus to skills that I do not have proficiency with.
That would be already added.
Yeah, it's already added in, yeah. So would I be able to say tell what kind of creature some of this blood came from?
Roll a medicine check, yeah.
15?
15. You can tell that it's definitely, there's human, there's orc, or half orc, there's tiefling blood in there as well. It's a mixed bag, there's a bit of gnome. It's a mixed bag of different races. And you can tell from looking at the skin golem that it's made up of different races. It's not just pink skin, it's like, it's patchwork. Very similar to, you look then at the cloak of flesh that Henry is still wearing, or of Henry that Norman is still wearing, and you kind of look at it and go, yeah, I can kind of see.
I actually kind of, now that I have the books, I take the cloak off and get rid of it.
So you dump.
Yeah, I just toss him on the ground.
So he's like, as the skin of Henry just drops, there's obviously flies starting to gather around it, and it's a bit more greeny in colour in parts where it wasn't green before.
Just kind of slops off him.
It slops off him, yeah. And it's lying there in the room. So I'm now going to switch back to Cody and Ogun. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
You're not aware of what has just happened.
No.
So
Well, we're still looking for a way down, so
Yeah.
we're going to the
going-
second room and have a look.
Yeah.
So you push open the door and it's, and you look in. Roll a perception check. Yeah.
13.
That is 15 for me.
You look in and you just see another bedroom with broken furniture, but over in the corner, just below where the window is, there's a small chest.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Work your magic again. I'm not really good with
I'm gonna
just
open it.
give it a kick though, just in case.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
It's going to be that fucking rat again.
You're gonna open it, so it's you go over to open it and it isn't locked, and you open it up, and inside is a very fine cloak, just
Very good.
wrapped up, just a nice
Yoink.
cloak. Yeah,
Taking it.
very nice cloak. It's got some nice embroidery on it.
Okay, very good. I do love an owl embroidered cloak. Alright.
The window is then in front of you. It's open. You can see out down into
The courtyard.
down into the outside courtyard.
Very good.
At the back, you can see all the rotten fruit and stuff like that. And then you can, if you kind of look at an angle, you can see the hole that you came out of.
Third time lucky, third room.
Yeah.
So you go back out into the third room.
Penny in for a pound.
You leave the room, go back out, and the door is open. It's wide. You see the body. It's been there a long time. It's a skeleton with just
Yeah.
rags on it now at this point, and you can see that there's 3 daggers kind of embedded up across where its back would have been.
Right.
Definitely had a punctured lung or two as the daggers went in. And you walk in. You can see again. It's just another room. There's nothing in there. It's just broken furniture.
So how do you get downstairs? Weird.
How do you get? Oh yeah. How do you get downstairs?
Yeah.
You know, from where you were.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do they have rooms with no way down?
Can we check this place, this room? Just have a look.
Yeah,
around.
roll perception check.
Yeah, just see if there's something hidden or anything. Oh, that's a lot better. 19.
7. Thanks. So.
You walk over and you see where the bed used to be, there's like a collapsed area. There's no mattress anymore, but there's a collapsed area, and you can see just below it, underneath where the kind of the bars are, where have collapsed in, where the mattress would have been. There looks like to be some kind of discoloration around a brick, like a large kind of square brick in front.
Okay, you had a pod. See, literally.
So you're gonna move the bed thing. You're gonna
Yeah. If you give me a hand, there's something underneath it. I don't know what it is.
Sure. You kind of pull it after a couple of minutes. You pull the debris apart, and the kind of discoloration of the brick is there. There's moss going around the sides of it and some of that sort of stuff. There's no handles or anything. It's just it's like if this was an animated cartoon, it'd be like obviously that bit's about to move because it's just a bit different colour than the rest of it.
Yeah.
A little tap to see if it makes kind of like a hollow sound or anything like that.
It doesn't make a hollow sound. It's just like you just tap it. It's like there's nothing. Just like you hear.
Press.
You press on it.
Mm-hmm.
How hard do you want to press on it?
Like if I were pressing a door. A knocker. You know.
You just knock, like as if.
Well, I mean, like, you know.
Oh, you just.
So
you press it. It's like there's no movement.
Oh, okay.
Do you think there's a switch in here for that?
No, Narlook, it's another trap. But all right, a bit of a hefty press.
Roll a strength check.
Okay.
You push
4.
with all your Wolverine mini Wolverine strength, and nothing happens.
No. It's not budging.
We'll get back to the others. I mean, I think I would like to go down this way, but I'm not going to be able to probably strength-wise or perception-wise find the switch. So, what else can we do? We go to pull the rope back up and put it out a different window. I'll certainly do that.
So, do you guys want to? What are you guys doing? You push that so it's not.
Maybe get one of the stronger of our group to give it a go. Go back into town.
Okay. Just to give you a bit of idea of geography, the room you're currently in is over the room.
Over their heads, yeah.
Over the room where they were. So where those archways were, these rooms are over that room. So you're in bedrooms above the ground floor where you were. So
I think we should pull up the rope and put it out a different window and get down.
I agree with that statement. Yeah, make it a lot easier.
Let's tie it securely.
Can you just project your voice when you're talking?
Yeah. We are going to pull up the rope and run it out another window out of this room to get down.
The center room or the third room?
Last room we were in.
So the right room.
Yeah.
So the hole is underneath the center window.
Center window.
Go into the shunt.
Back into the center.
Okay. So you drop the rope down into the center hole, down he's come, and
What?
yeah. So you drop down into the hole, and you see, as you drop down, you notice that there's a hole now in the wall that Mezrich is still kind of propped up against.
Okay.
And this is another. He fails. It's 2 fails on death save. So if he fails one more, he's dead.
Is there blood coming from him?
He's unconscious. He's burnt the fuck. Like
Alright.
He blasted the shit out of him. So he's leaning up against the wall. He's still out, and there you see that the wall has now been pushed inwards, and you can see into a room, and you can kind of make out everyone in that room at the moment.
Wander over to the man,
Yeah.
the wizard slightly, and have a look at him. And I do have medicine, so if you try and.
You're going to do a medicine check on him, try and stabilize him.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I said. Like, does he, from my eyes, look like that? So it should be done.
Sure.
So
Well, he
I'm
definitely
gonna-
does. He looks like his face is burnt off.
Yeah, so I'll try and stabilize him and stop him from croaking. Hopefully. Yay! So
15.
17.
Yeah. So he as you're kind of laying on your hands on him, he kind of comes to. He's like. He looks directly in, and all he sees is this Wolverine face leaning over, and he's like, and he's tied up. He's like freaking out, going, what?
He's gagged.
He's got the potato
Yeah,
on
that's
his
why
head.
he's not talking.
You're fucked.
So you guys inside hear this noise. What do you want to do?
I'll go out and investigate. The others will probably keep themselves occupied.
Grant? Lovely?
I probably follow you. I don't do much else.
Okay.
Okay.
So you follow out, see his come out, and you see Ogun standing over Mezrich as he's like wide-eyed, looking beat the shit, barely conscious, and Owen's just sitting over him. He's now awake if you want to question him.
Yeah, I just go over to him and I say, if I take this out of your mouth, keep your mouth shut, don't say anything.
And then what did he get out of his mouth?
He has a potato in his mouth.
Stop him from shouting wizard things.
Actually, hang on.
we need him to.
We do. Nod once for yes, twice for no. Do you know how to get rid of this?
And he looks at your face, and you just see, kind of like, even with the potato in his mouth, he's just like.
No.
He doesn't even answer. He just laughs. He tries to laugh at you.
I just gently start pushing it toward further into his neck.
No, he's very like.
He still doesn't answer. He doesn't. He's non-committal. Like,
I hold up the loop. Is this yours?
and he's like. He looks at it. He looks a bit angry. He's looking around. He's like.
Yeah.
He notices
we
that he's all
totally
disheveled and stuff, and he's like.
Can I have it? Yeah? Oh yeah, I can have it. Okay, cool.
He's kind of squirming and stuff like that, and his clothes are all disheveled, so he's looking down, he's realising that his bag is gone, he's pissed off.
Right.
Cody, you're from the Bahamas.
Yes, I'm going to try some
Persuading
intimidation / persuasion. Yes, I'm going to try and persuade him to cure us in return for his wonderful, beautiful. Oh no, look what I've just done. Look what I've just done.
In exchange for
Is there
something-
anything else that we can
Yeah.
trade back that's not?
I don't think he's going to be as interested. He really, the same love that Loran has for it, he has for
Okay,
it.
so you love this thing. Okay. Track. So, if you don't heal us, I will destroy it. Right?
He can't talk because he's
And
a
I
potato
want
in
to
his
make
mouth.
a
Loran, we
persuasion
think it's a
check.
magical item, right?
Yeah, roll for persuasion.
That'll be a 23.
He's like looking around, he's like, he can't talk, he's a potato in his mouth.
I knocked it down. I was like,
So,
but I'm holding the.
Like a worm crawls out after the
I'm holding the staff at his neck. That if he even tries to start, I just.
And now we can say no.
I cannot heal what afflicts you.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, roll inside check.
Nice.
Can I?
That's one of the ingredients.
Yeah, roll, see
That's
if
a
he's
7.
rolling inside.
That's a
See if
7.
he's as far as you're aware, Talazar, he's telling the truth. He seems sincere on this one thing. He seems very sincere that he cannot heal you.
What can?
I don't know, but it's going to stay with you for some time.
Oh no.
Oh, that sucks.
As he's moving about, and his clothes become disheveled, you notice that on his chest there are red veins moving up and around.
So
It's
he's
not on his
just.
face. It's not on. You see it's there, just there, and it looks like it's creeping down from it.
I see you're afflicted as well.
It's not an affliction. It is a blessing.
No.
Oh,
He's a
God.
zealot. Ah.
You
Lesson
are-
from whom?
My ears prick up.
Right, good.
You have been blessed by one of the old ones. You have been given her sight. And you are now one of her children.
Oh no.
Oh. You already have parents, because that could be awkward.
That would be awkward.
Yeah, they're not going to be too worried. It's okay. It's okay. Oh.
What's her name?
And I asked him about them. Sorry.
You are not worthy to speak her name. I am not worthy to speak her name.
Can we spell it?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not
I played it.
A little jab to the throat. Play nice.
Oh yeah, Lauren, you should sing him a little song about how dead he's going to be.
You're
That
gonna
would
be
fun.
so dead. That's it. That's the song.
Short and
Pretty
sweet, just like
shit.
it's like.
And singing.
Guys, he's no good to us. Let's smoke him.
No.
Raise a hand.
Okay.
Oh.
What have you got, Manfred?
Not yet.
Why?
May I? This is going to sound like an odd request.
Nothing
you.
has normal from
But
you ever.
may I have a word alone with him?
How comfortable I am with that.
Can Loran stay with you? Oh, not even
Apologies,
Loran.
loud individual, but I wish to. This is a warlock like myself.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard.
Oh, they don't know that. This is a warlock like myself. I can discuss certain concepts with him that I would prefer others outside of my branch of magic don't know. I
Manfred, we're
understand.
a group or we're not.
We are a very loosely connected group.
I've made some choices
And
that have
they
been
were
group
yours to
favorable
make.
But this is you
earlier.
putting out that branch of trust and letting us listen.
I trust not one of you, except possibly this one. I trust those too gullible to treat me any other way. Now, I may be able to find out some things very valuable for us, but I need to speak to this individual, and I need to speak to him alone.
Okay, but
This
don't
is
kill him.
Why don't you talk in his head? Like you did with him.
I don't want you in the same room. I don't trust him either.
This is hinky.
No, I don't mind. Just don't kill him.
I'm fine with it.
I
Hey.
don't plan on killing him.
Does the group agree?
I would
I
rather.
disagree.
Yeah, I would rather he be dead than he be talking to Manfred all by
I'd rather he be alive, that we may get more information. But I don't agree with
This guy
leaving
could have
Manfred
a reward.
I take out.
So we should
I
bring
take
him
out
back
one of my
alive.
daggers.
Somebody's thinking of it.
I take out one of my daggers, cut my own hand, and just hand it out to you.
Huh?
An oath in your language.
What the hell language
For
do you
his sake. He used to stick to just move away.
On my own body, you will not be harmed.
Did you bleed when you cut yourself?
It's quite, it's blood, but it's like when Mr. Burns gets pricked.
Oh yeah.
Just like,
Can you add an
He
addendum
said
to
on
that
my own body. That's not
Anything
his
you
own
wish.
body. He's
Like-
mimicking around the place.
that you won't
It'd be a great act.
potentially betray us or go in cahoots with this
I have
guy?
no wishes to betray you. He's as good to me in this state as he is any other. When I am done, you can do what you wish. Blood and spit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that was sweaty.
I don't know whether because
Okay,
I'm all
so
sweaty.
the group has agreed that you're going to let him talk to him by himself.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I need everyone apart from Ryan to leave the table.
Okay.
They get to hear me don't. Okay.
Dag nabbit.
We're going to pause, and we have our first solo table sit.
How entertaining.
Yeah. So, they're all out of earshot. They've all stepped outside into the
They-
sweltering heat.
Better be out of earshot.
So, you are left in the room alone with
Yep.
Mezrich, and he is looking at you, and he's like, "What are you? You're not.
I
You're
want
not human."
And I want to say to him, I had no idea in Primordial.
Right. He kind of looks and he kind of flinches a bit. He's like wide-eyed. He kind of looks past your face. All this perception. He looks past your face, and he's like wide-eyed. It's like he goes wide-eyed in one eye because this eye is starting to close over because his face is in tatters, and he's like, "Which one are you?"
I kind of look around. As you said, that doesn't actually matter. What matters is I recognize you, and you recognize me.
Are you a servant of the Great One?
Let us say, for the purposes of this conversation, that is correct.
Then why are you with these people? Why do you attack me? Why do you not help me against them?
In all due fairness, I offered you a chance to speak to me alone. It was you who turned against me. But let us let bygones be bygones. And I want to pull down the front of my robes, showing the thick ichorous black veins that crisscross my body. For you and I are one and the same in many ways.
His eyes grow wide, like even the kind of half closed ones. He's like, you. How are you here? How are you on this plane?
It is a long and dangerous story, but not one I wish to tell you right now, for the simple reason. These mortals, as inconvenient as they are quite perceptive. If they suspect you know anything, they will be merciless. And you don't want that, and I have a vested interest in keeping one such as you alive.
He's licking his lips. He's like, he can't believe that he's in the presence of somebody like you, and he is just taken aback by the whole thing. He's like, I've been working so hard to please the old one.
What I have found here today, very pleasing.
Well, I've got no sign. I stole what I have. I stole the essence, and she hasn't answered my calls. There seems to be a need to bring her into this plane of existence, and I've tried so very hard. But you're here. You can help me.
I can help you. I can. But it's going to be very complex. It's going to be very complicated to pull this off adequately. Let me see. What's the best way about this? I kind of think to myself for a moment. They are not going to leave until they have knowledge of the gem we have been sent here to seek. And my current employer, he is an interesting fellow, but he can be swayed. And he has great influence to spread our word. But I will need the location of the gem. In return, I want you. I kind of look at his lad falling back again. I put a hand on his shoulder. Your work here is magnificent, and I wish you to continue it. You have a gift that very few others in this realm possess. And I hand him the journal with all of the details of the resurrection.
But he's still bound, so you place it on
I
him.
place the ritual.
He's like,
this is yours, I believe.
the acolytes, they stole it from me. They are misled. They are fools.
I've seen it. Take that back. Progress with your work. You are a truly blessed individual. All I need, the location of the gem.
What gem?
The stone.
They have the stone from the golem. They took the stone.
No, that's not the right one.
You mean the essence?
The essence. Do go on.
It's I've used most of what I had for the golem. I was offering up the acolytes and any traveler I found on the path here. They are what made up that creature. And I wanted to please the old one. I wanted to show her I was worthy with my control of her essence.
In my personal experience, many among the old ones are very unresponsive to even such talented individuals as yourself. You know what I think you need? I think you've been barking up the wrong tree with your old one.
What?
I think you should convert.
What? What are you talking about?
Change to the following of one who will grant you the recognition you seek.
You don't understand. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one.
Really?
The dark grasp acolytes are fools. But they are legion in this land now. They are moving swiftly. But I stole from one of their head priests the essence of what I have left. Spare my life and it is yours. But it resides in the chest back in my lab. It is locked. I can give you the key. But you have to understand, I am not alone in my quest.
That is.
The old one, she is coming. She has a foothold here. It is quiet now. People don't know, but they will.
Then I think both you and I look forward to meeting her.
That is all I wish. I wish to serve her.
I hope you have your wish one of these days.
What will I do now? You need to untie me. I need to escape. These people are going to kill me.
Do you happen to have within your magical repertoire, do you happen to have anything that would allow you to survive a long fall unscathed?
No. Long fall?
Oh, I was suggesting you could jump out the window and escape to freedom that way. In that case, you and I must make something of a deal. I will untie you. I will release you. Give me the key. You will have to attack me. You will have to make me look as if you escaped.
Oh. Now?
Yes, I think
I
so.
can try. I'm very weak. I'm very weak. I have some abilities left I can try, but I am very weak. I do have some potions in my lab if you want time. He has panic in his eye.
They didn't go into the lab, did they?
They went into the lab, but they didn't really look at the potions. They didn't look at anything around.
Okay, this is going to be tricky. Is there any way I can cast Mage Hand to pull a potion out of the lab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can direct you where it is. He can tell you where the potion is. It's like he basically tells you that in on the left, on the far table, there are healing potions.
Yeah, I think I'll try cast Mage Hand just to... What I'll do is, I'll use Thaumaturgy to make one of the shelves on the opposite end of the room shake. Something will fall off it, distracting them, and while
they're gone. They're outside. They've gone out, so they're not in the area. They've actually moved away. They've given you your time alone.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I will grab the potion for him.
Yeah.
Whenever he needs to heal himself. Yes, I will untie you when you slip by then, but you will have to attack me.
I can do that, but I can't take any more damage. If one hit, one slash of a blade, I'm done for.
And there's no other exit?
No, I have to go back out this way. I designed this castle to have, in its current form, to be filled with traps if anyone tries to come in anything but the direct route. If you come in through any of the windows, all the rooms are trapped.
You have landed us in something of a predicament.
And you've untied him at this stage, have you?
Yeah.
So he's moved into the lab, and he has unlocked the box. He reaches in, and there's like the image that was on the diagram. It was a large stone, but as he reaches in, it's quite small now.
Yeah.
It's been whittled down and used a lot.
Well, he'll have to make do with that.
As he picks it up,
Yeah.
I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. That is a 13.
As he picks it up, you notice that straight away his arms, all of a sudden the veins on his arms pop, and the red vein just starts to spread up and up and across, and you see over the back of his neck and below is kind of this now matted ponytail, and the burnt, even the burnt skin, the red veins, and he basically stands up straight, and he's just shook still, and he can't move. And he's just there, and he's holding the stone, gripping it. And that's it, he's just stuck there.
Well, that is unfortunate. Perhaps you will I assume he's non-responsive.
He's not responsive. He's literally like just like.
Perhaps you will meet sooner than you think. And I want to try to use Eldritch Blast to blow his hand off at the wrist.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
No, that's not good.
Roll with advantage because you're literally doing it to a stationary thing.
Oh, that's a very good roll. That's a 20. Not.
No, natural, but you go, and his hand just, and it just it flies through the air, but and it lands on the table in front of you. You're still grasping the stone, but his body is still fully rigid and infected. And it just slowly it basically as if it's levitating. It's just humming now at this point, and his body turns and looks you dead in the eye, and his eyes are pure red. He's like, I have found the thief who stole from me. I do not know who you are, but I will soon, and you will know who I am. With that, his head explodes. His head just erupts, and you're covered in gore, and the body just to the ground.
I actually drew out the iconography.
Yeah.
It's a little hand motion. I can show this to the camera as well.
Sure.
But it's a little hand motion that looks like this one here.
Yeah.
Which I will show to the camera. A few little hand motions there over his body.
Yeah.
And I mage hand up the stone.
Sure.
And I leave the lab.
Okay. And you're walking back out to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get everyone back in now. Okay.
Oh, that was juicy.
Okay, so you're all standing outside in the courtyard, and you see Manfred come out, Norman Manfred come out, and he's covered in gore.
What did you do?
Bits of brain, kind
What
of
did
adorn
you
his
do?
outfit.
We made a pact.
I'm also mage handing beside myself the very large, well, not as large as it looked in the diagram, but the red stone from your diagram.
Was that?
It was attached to
It was
his
in his
chest.
chest.
Is he dead?
No, it was in a chest.
It was in the chest.
In the chest, in the lab that I described, that was underneath that diagram. There was a chest underneath the diagram that nobody seemed to pick up on.
Yeah.
That's where he was sitting in that, but the key, he had the key buried well on this person. Like up his butt on this person.
It wasn't up his butt. Actually, you didn't say.
I didn't say where he got it from. He could have
Prison
been his
rules.
butt.
Is
But,
he dead? I assume
Mezrich dead.
Mezrich is
well,
toast.
he's covered in brain matter.
We'll go back in and have a
It
look.
is safe. Oh, I wouldn't.
Oh, I will.
Feel free.
Is he dead?
Mezrich, you scurry back into the lab, and you find the headless body of Mezrich inside the lab, splayed across the floor with the open chest in front there, and he's just like dead on the ground, like lying flat like this, and he has, as you roll a perception check. Too much easier. You just see a dead body with no head.
Now, what the most important question though? Do I get to keep this loot?
I think you won't be needing it. It's a shame, really. Anyway, I have the stone. Shall we get back?
Okay.
Did he tell you how to get rid of this?
He was correct in that it's not a curse. He was also correct in that he can't cure it.
And you?
I have no way of doing such a thing. This is beyond me. This is beyond him. He did not create this curse. He found it.
Okay. So we need to
Who
find the
does he
creator
work
of this.
for? Do you know who he works for?
I really don't
Okay.
He don't even keep
He didn't really get to tell me anything before his head exploded.
I see. Are we gonna find Dacius?
Is there any more to be found in his lab?
Nothing.
Have you taken any of his vials?
Several.
Oh, of course you have.
But there is nothing more to be found within the lab. Unless you want to see the remains.
No.
He blew a perception check, so maybe.
I'm fuming.
Maybe someone with a better perception check might see different things.
You have to go back in and look at the body.
I'm happy to go in and just see what there is.
Sure, yeah.
What's been disturbed. That would be 23.
You go in and you notice that the
22.
body itself, yes, it has no head. That's pretty obvious. But the whole body is riddled with these red veins. They're like pulsating. But you also notice that all of a sudden, as you're standing over it, the veins are starting to pierce out through the skin. and
No.
grow like little sprouts of growth, and you're just crawling up ever so slowly out of the body. You're still in the body, but it's like he's a root, and it's growing.
They're currently moving now.
It's coming up out of his body slowly, but you can see a high perception roll, so you can see that it is slowly in all parts of his body, out of his neck in particular. This root is like it's like tendrils starting to move out.
Is there anything
Slowly starting to creep out over his body.
any oils or anything like that that I could throw on?
There's multiple vials around the place.
I'll make an investigation.
Make an investigation. See if you see
specifically
anything
for flammable oil.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
You see a large kind of tankard over to one side of clear liquid, and you take it up and you sniff it, and it's like, yeah, that's like paraffin or something.
And I just cover his body in it, and I asked one of the magic users, any of you have any fire magic to hand?
I might have a counter. Let's check.
I have a tinderbox.
Well, we could use that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
that'll
You
work.
can.
Oh, please
So
wait.
see, as it goes up, you hear coming from the body as it burns, and it just starts to pop, and then it twitches. And it just continues to twitch.
It's
don't
not
like
disturbing.
No,
That's not
we're
disturbing at all.
Well, I make a nature roll.
What if we encounter somebody
Nature
with that
check.
shit
You can
again?
roll a nature check if you
But
understand.
it does. We're
Oh,
with that
see,
shit
for
again.
what
I
it does.
know.
We're hosts.
No, not a chance. So,
Put some more.
what are you guys doing now?
Um,
You have the stone that you were sent to find.
Yeah.
You have the
extra
remainder,
red
the
stone.
red stone, which seems to be, now he's holding with mage hand. And you three are infected with whatever the hell this caused.
Yeah.
You said his head exploded. I caught that at the very end.
what did you
Due
do?
to you or due to it just exploded? Like what happened while we were away?
I'll tell you very honestly what happened is I convinced him to fetch me the stone. He fetched me the stone. You'll notice I'm not touching it with my fleshy hand, because when he did, he exploded.
Right.
Okay. So you're mage handing it.
That makes more
Norman,
sense.
do you still think, given what we've seen with the growth out of the dead body, that an apothecary can cure us?
No, I'm thinking more along the lines of a cleric.
Yeah.
So we need.
Let's
Possibly
adventure
a
further.
mortician.
Yeah.
So,
Let me know.
what do you guys want to do now?
I think we've exhausted everything that
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
find here.
Ease on down.
Right. For
Yeah.
the sake of brevity, I'm going to say that you guys make your way back through the forest, lickety split.
Oh, we're going back? Yeah, I suppose.
Well, that's the only way you're going to go, because it's the way you came.
Me recasting mage hand every time it flickers out. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Would you like, he's like,
Sorry.
"Phew."
Would you not be best to pop that into a bag and carry it?
No, I don't think so. I want to keep it magically contained.
So, you make the, I just rolled there for any things, nothing happened. You basically quietly make your way back out through the forest and back towards the city of Threshold.
Before we go, before we left, I would have taken back the medallion. Does we have that
So what?
medallion?
So, you've taken the medallion?
Yeah, just so
Right.
that we have that
Out of the wall.
Out of the
Okay,
wall,
that's
just so that we
fine.
have that just as
Sure.
proof.
So what do you, you're making your way back to Threshold?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go when you get to Threshold?
Are there any temples to any deities in Threshold?
Before we do it, how long does it take back to get to, how long does it take to get back?
It takes about an hour and a half to get where we're told.
You better
You're still itching for that long rest.
No, I can pretty much do what the cleric are trying to do. I can something similar to that.
This is
Yeah. Well, it'd be good to try.
How much faith do you have?
Protection
in
from poison.
prospective gods? I hope a lot.
It wavers for me.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, so
You know, I could be persuaded to be a bit more pious if my
Yeah.
life depended on it.
so
Absolutely.
you come up on the shit-stained gates and threshold.
Yeah.
The same guards that you left there the day before are still, resting up against the open portcullis. They look very bored.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Not to you. Are we going back to where we came from?
Yes.
Control zone?
Could we not?
Oh. Things are
Because I've kind of left that life behind now, and I feel like this is my new life. You're like my new family, and I don't need that in my life.
I mean, we don't have to leave you there.
Oh, I just prefer not to go back at all.
Well, we were brought together in the name of one thing. We may as well finish that one thing and then see what happens.
It's like,
Do
you
you
know,
agree?
you're kind of like my
Are
new
there any
mom and my
temples to
creepy
court?
uncle.
There are. Do you want to ask the guards if there's any temples in town?
Yeah.
So you ask the guards, temples? Yeah, I think there's there's a few temples off Main Square. They're a bit run down. Not many people go there anymore. But yeah, you can go there if you want. If you're that way inclined.
Thank you.
So you go into the square, to the left.
Perfect. Thank you.
So is that where you're going?
Yep, I'm just going to try and cover my face up a bit. Just
As you're all making the way towards the town square with him.
Yeah.
I'm full speed as I go.
Okay. As you make your way towards the town square, you hit the town square, and standing right in the center, next to a fountain, is Dacius Trevelyan,
Yay.
waiting for you
Oh,
to return.
no.
No, just hate this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, I'm.
And he is just like looking at you all, and he's like, "Oh, you've returned. I'm so relieved.
Oh, he
I am
seems like a nice
so
man.
so relieved. I was getting worried. You were gone for so long. It seemed like a simple
long.
We had a sleepover.
Oh, did you? Oh, I hope it was nice. And he looks at you, Tree, and he's like, "Oh my."
Yeah, we're a bit funny.
I think we're good for some hazard pay, that's it.
And he gives your hood up, he pulls back your hood, he's like, may I? And he reaches out his hand and does this. And you feel this pulling sensation under your skin. And you kind of heave. And all of a sudden in front of you, these red tendrils are pulled from your face. And he is holding them floating, this ball of like squirm, look like worms, and they're all tied together like a rubber band, ball of rubber band, and he's holding them with his hand. And he just reaches into his cloak and takes out what looks like a large vial, and he pops it in, seals it, puts his hand over it, mutters a few words, and puts it back into his coat. He looks at the two of you, he does the exact same thing. You each take You each take 7 points of damage, but he has extracted the infection from you and placed it into 3 separate vials. And you notice as he's putting them into his coat, the infection is like it's like a collection of worms in floating in the air, all fighting with each other.
Yeah.
And he places it into a vial. He says, "So it is true. I think we need to have a conversation. We need to have it away from here. He has completely changed. His voice is different. His demeanor is different. He's not as pompous." He says, "I apologize, but we need to go. My lab is this way." And it brings you through the streets, down into one of the undermarts on the far side of the city. And you're walking through, and it gets darker and darker, and there's less and less people around. And he brings you to a door. And it's a very unassuming door. If you walk past, you wouldn't even see it there. It takes you a second to focus on it. And he opens the door, and you walk inside. And it's this, what looked like outside to be like a wall with an unassuming door, and you walk in, and there's this long, candlelit corridor of archways. And at the end there's a door. And it's this beautiful, like high-end marble all the way along the corridor in arches. And he walks you up and opens up the other door. You walk in, it's this huge circular room, and it is lined with books, all of it. Just books everywhere, from the floor up to like 120 feet in the air, huge, long wall. You can barely see the ceiling. It's like way up there. And underneath, in the bookshelves, there are doorways that are all sealed off, and they've got numbers on them. And he brings you in, and there's a table, and it's piled high with books. And behind that, there's another table, and it's got all this equipment very similar to what you saw in Mezrich's lab, but cleaner, shinier, less foreboding.
Right.
He goes and he moves behind his desk, and he takes out the 3 vials and places them on his table. Clears the space, places them on his table, moves across and looks at it. I have to apologize. I needed your help. I could not do this myself. I am in some way restricted in this plane, and I do not have my full capacity yet. I needed to find people who are willing to undertake this task and then take it further if needed. Clearly, you have suffered, and I apologize for this, and I will pay with any recompense that you require. Hopefully I have healed you of anything that ails you of it, and I have contained the virus for now. When I say virus, it's more an invasion. This realm is not safe. I have tried my best in my current form to help, but I need you all to help me. This is just the beginning. I need you to go further with this. I need you to take this to a higher power that won't listen to me. They might listen to you. There are creatures out there that shouldn't be here. They are here for evil. They are here to take over this realm. They are here to destroy this plane of existence and make it their own. This is the start, and I need you to help me finish it.
I'm not sure I believe it.
What would you not believe? The evidence is right in front of you.
Creatures from another plane invading, really?
You do not believe in other planes of existence?
Hardly.
Okay, 1 second. And he walks over to the door mark number 2, and he opens the door, and there's a kind of a bright hue light from it, and he walks through it. And then he comes back out with a book, and the book is kind of like iced over, frozen. He closes the door behind him and he says, maybe you would like to read this. And it's basically, you see the cover, and it's like plane walking.
101.
Plane walking 101, realms of existence, so that he shows you the book. And then he says, I will be back in a second. He starts walking through each of the doors in turn, gathering different things and bringing in different things. And there's a moment where he walks through one door, and another door opens, and he comes out. And then another door opens, and the same Dastard's Trevelyan comes out.
And then, like, the Scooby Gang come through one of them.
So there's 2 Dastard's Trevelyan's. They're both looking at books, and they look up.
The same balance.
They look up at each other, and they go, oh. And they turn back around, and they go back out through the doors, and then through door number 7, the one Trevelyan comes in and goes, yes, that happens sometimes if I move too fast. You have to understand, this is what I do.
He's like, well, I suppose I understand the concept of other planes, but creatures invading from another plane, hardly.
Really?
I think you're just being argumentative, Norman.
Norman,
Well,
If there were other planes, of course there are going to be other.
I think
Still
Norman is
commenting.
protesting too much.
If I am argumentative, it is only because I am currently coated in the dripping viscera of someone I wish to question.
I do believe, Norman, you might want to not argue as much before you reveal too much. That might be, in your current state, the best form of practice. You have to understand, this is something I really shouldn't inform you of, but we have been through this before.
All of us.
What? We have been through this before, maybe not with you people, but this realm has been through this before. They have seen the planes of existence and the corridors of these worlds collapse.
Can I ask you some questions, Roman?
Of course.
Who's the higher power? Why us?
Who's the higher power?
Where do you want us to bring this?
I need you to go
To the royal family?
to the royal family
Very bad.
in Terrace Moor. I need you to take one of these vials and show it to the king's advisor. There is a current feast there at the moment. They are celebrating 100 years of King Gregor's reign. 100 years of peace and prosperity brought about by a man who has lived longer than he should. Gregor is now 125 years of age. He took the throne from his brother, Vestivus, when he was 25.
Gregor?
Gregor. He is a just man, and everyone who lives within the realm of Terrasmore is prosperous, and they live well. But as you see in this land of threshold,
Why did you choose this pit to have your swanky lab in?
well, it's kind of unassuming, isn't it?
Yeah.
The guy, we met the wizard when we were getting that device, that gem. He mentioned that this virus is a blessing from some woman. Can you name who she is, or
I do not speak her name, but she is
it
one
in the
of...
book I can read?
No, she is one of the old gods. You would not be able to pronounce it.
Okay.
She is
Does
one
she
of
have
the...
a comment on?
No, she is one of the old gods. She is not from this plane of existence.
Okay.
She is one of the old gods. But as I'm sure you found, if you met Mezrich, it was Mezrich, wasn't it?
Misery. Yeah.
Mezrich has met his end.
Did you meet any of the acolytes?
They were like the fellows we murdered in the forest.
Did they have any symbols like this? He pulls up a book and it's a fist.
It's, yeah.
Yes.
That is the dark grasp. They are...
Do you want me to roll a history check again? Do you want Talisar to roll a history check again
on the information he knows.
I
Well,
don't think so.
I'm going to explain. When I explain what I'm about to explain, then I'm going to get you to roll because there is something else.
Okay.
The dark grasp follow a twisted dogma, worshipping the old king. They think him to be alive and thriving in the northern plains and the northern lands. This may be true, but there is no evidence. And what they seek is this. Mezrich stole this from them. They worship this. They want to bring about their rule using this. They think this will give them power. It will give them nothing but ruin. We need to stop this. And I need you to help me do it. Will you agree?
For the good of my brotherhood, I will see this through as far as I can. I will see this through as far as I can.
You brought us together through such inauspicious circumstances. I mean, we were paying off a debt, and now we're saving humanity.
You don't know this, but I know each and every one of your stories because of what I am. I am not from one time. I have seen your stories in film. I know where you came from. I know what you left behind. And I know that you are the people to do this because in one of my many existences, I have seen you do this. I just need you to agree at this particular point for one of those instances to come true.
If we've done this before and we're being asked to do it again, why do you think it'll take this time?
No, you didn't do it before. Somebody else did.
Oh.
But right now, you are the people I need.
What do you think, guys?
Well, if there's things coming into this world that shouldn't be here, then that doesn't sit right with me. So I'll help to get them out.
I got nothing else on. If you can heal me and give me some gold, we'll see what's up.
I don't really understand what's happening, but I'd like to hang out.
Fate and downstream is our capricious mistress.
Excellent. You must leave tomorrow then. I will give you supplies, horses, gold, and send you on your way. But tonight you must rest. Tomorrow you head to Terrasmore to save the kingdom, to save our lands. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode, folks. Thank you so much for sticking with us.
Thanks, guys.
And apologies for a few small technical hitches. We will eventually iron all these out. Where we're doing this very much partially by the seat of our pants. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much to the players. Great job. We will see
Thanks
you
for
guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks guys. So yes, we will see you on the next episode, which we have already got a date set for, so we are recording it. We're going to do these monthly because of everyone's timetable and getting everyone involved and getting everyone down to it. So that has been episode 2 of Pubcast Plays Dungeons and Dragons. We hope you enjoyed it. We had a blast. We will see you on the next episode, and please, if it's going to be on YouTube, on Facebook, and all of our social media streams, if you like this, give us a like, give us a comment, share it around. We really appreciate it. We appreciate all the comments we've gotten so far. They've been great. We hope you've enjoyed it so far. The next episode, we're going to get into some meat. We're going to get out there into the world and start
That's
taking
on
it
our
some...
OnlyFans.
Okay, folks, we will see you next time. Thank you so much.
Bye.